Online game Hokage. The Return of Otsutsuki. Chapter 21. World Announcement. World Announcement. This game has been running for 24 hours. The first system adjustment will be carried out, and all players will be forced to go offline. World Announcement. World Announcement. World Announcement. World Announcement. A darkness flashed in front of his eyes. Inside the magnificent villa, Yi Qing got up from the big bed that was enough to lie on more than a dozen people, and a bright light flashed in his eyes. Under the influence of the online game Tiandao, the power from the Otsutsuki clan in the world of the Tiandao online game, Hokage Ninja, was slowly added to him. Byakugan. With a secret drink, he saw that his originally dark eyes suddenly turned blue and white. Following his gaze, he quickly looked out the window. With the blessing of Byakugan's power, he easily saw a few kilometers away. In the dark night, every pedestrian's movements are in a hurry, and many people are excitedly talking about something, and even more crimes in the dark place are happening. However, all of this is so strange to Yi Qing. Byakugan's power is so strong. Stretching out his hands, following his movements, the two blood-red Rinnegan in the center of his palm slowly opened his eyes, exuding an extremely evil aura. Rinnegan's power has also come to the real world. Yi Qing said lightly. In the game, he passed the scary cracking test task of the Hell difficulty level. Not only did his level rise to 110, but he also unlocked the first sealed skill. Space travel. Originally, this skill was still in a sealed state before Genin, because chakra was insufficient, so it could not be used. But when he became Genin, this skill has been automatically unblocked, becoming a space-traversing LV1 level. This is also the most important reason why he can leave from dozens of Konoha Anbu ninjas and Sarutobi Hiruzen in the distance. However, although the skill of space traversal has been unblocked, at his current level, all chakra is consumed, and it can only support him to perform space traversal once. In addition, space travel has a cooling time of up to 24 hours. In addition to the sealed space crossing being unblocked, there are two skills that have not been unblocked. They are time freeze and hold body skills. According to Yi Qing's guess, these two skills are likely to be automatically unblocked when he becomes Chunin and Jonin. Hey, what is this? Yi Qing's eyes lit up suddenly. When chakra in his body was running along a fixed line, he was suddenly blocked at his heart for less than a second, and then he was broken through. Although it only took less than a second, Yi Qing found it instantly. What's the matter? There is a problem with this body's heart. Following his movements, the whole body of chakra quickly flowed towards the heart, and soon wrapped the weird airflow and slowly forced it out. This is poison. Yi Qing's eyes condensed, only to see a pool of black blood wrapped in countless light blue chakras in his hand, exuding a gurgling stench. No wonder, the former owner of this body is the young owner of one of the largest gathering places in China. How could he die in his villa for no reason? It turns out that someone poisoned. With a squeeze, this pool of black blood was twisted into dregs by chakra and dissipated in the air. Hey, the poisoned person, thanks to you, otherwise I cannot be reborn from this body. Accompanied by Yi Qing's low groan, his whole person's breath suddenly changed, the original laziness disappeared at random, and replaced by a kind of natural haki. As the most powerful clan in the Hokage ninja world, the Otsutsuki clan, which can also be called the race of gods, is born with a haki who will give me someone else, and the power to destroy the entire world. Now, Yi Qing is affected by the power of Otsutsuki's bloodline, and his personality has gradually shifted toward this aspect. In time, Yi Qing can become the true head of the Otsutsuki clan. Oh, Mailing, be careful. Sister, I'm sorry, I think this cup is so beautiful. Suddenly, two girls' voices who deliberately lowered their pitch came from outside the door. Although small, Yi Qing had the blood of the Otsutsuki clan at this time, and was attracted to him in an instant. With his eyes condensed, he saw the gate made of high-grade Nanyang mahogany, which could not stop Yi Qing Byakugan's perspective, and he directly saw the scene in the hall. In the large hall, two little beauties, Yang Meiki and Yang Mailing, were lying half-prone on the sofa, carefully picking up a crystal glass that had fallen on the table, and gently placing it on the table. The two little beauties were lying on the sofa, their little butts were facing Yi Qing in the door, almost all of them were exposed in Yi Qing's eyes. You should know that in order to curry favor with Yi Qing, the Ms. 18 inches girl group specially prepared for Yi Qing master is a beauty of the goddess level, and there are many beautiful girls among them. Although the two little beauties, Yang Meiki and Yang Meiling, are not the most brilliant of them, they are twins, with exactly the same innocent looks and legendary telepathy, which undoubtedly adds a few points to Yi Qing's heart. In addition, the two girls are wearing school uniforms and skirts similar to Japanese sailor uniforms. Their arms and calves are as white as green onions and are exposed to Yi Qing's eyes, plus the gap between the legs. Beauty. Power. A joke. Sooner or later the whole world will be mine, and will you be afraid of two little beauties? Looking at the beautiful scenery in front of him, a heroic aura suddenly aroused from Yi Qing's heart, stretched out his hand and waved, an impact force rushed out from in front of him, and rushed directly towards the door. Boom. With a loud noise, the wooden door between the bedroom and the hall was blasted open. Yi Qing untied his clothes and strode towards the two little beauties, Yang Meiki and Yang Meiling. Master Lei Yi Qing. Sister, I'm afraid. Looking at Yi Qing's figure, the two little beauties were a little scared. Using their limbs together, they quickly climbed to the corner of the sofa and looked at Yi Qing in horror. Meiki Meiling, your parents have already given you to this young master. As long as you follow this young master obediently, this young master will make you the envy of all women in this world. As he said, Yi Qing grabbed the arm of one of the little beauties and pulled it directly into his arms, wanton frivolity. Majestic and Meiling look exactly the same. The ghost knows whether he is pulling the older sister or younger sister, but feeling the softness of the little beauty in her arms, Yi Qing threw herself forward, directly pressing both girls under her body, and started the action. Mingxin City, this is a gathering place on the coast of East Blue. It was forged by Lei Yuansen and several powerful people more than 30 years ago to protect the survival of hundreds of millions of ordinary humans around it. In the wild and the major gathering places, there are monsters wandering between heaven and earth. These monsters can only compete with those who have obtained extraordinary abilities from Tiandao online games. Ordinary people can only use it as their food. The red sun is beginning to rise, and the Lamborghini MLP 640 sports car with a bright red body roars on the street at a speed like a dusty ride. Like a red lightning, it disappears at the end of the road in an instant. And behind this red sports car, 4 giant Hummers are also closely following the red sports car at maximum speed. What a dazzling sports car, worth millions of Chinese coins. You are blind. This car is the car of Miss Lei Lu from Mingxin City. It is a sports car designed by Lamborghini headquarters for Miss Lei. There is no second car in the world. Where is Miss Lei Lu going? Ghost knows. Miss Lei Lu is our #1 master in Mingxin City, something big must happen. If I can marry Miss Lei Lu, I won't have to worry for 10 years. The discussion of the surrounding people did not arouse the excitement of these sports cars, but they were still moving fast in the downtown area at a speed of Yiki Juchen. Inside the scarlet sports car, there was a young girl with a beautiful face and enchanting figure wearing a short-sleeved skirt with a fiery red look. Her eyes were staring straight ahead, and she had stepped on the accelerator pedal. It seemed like this was the only way to vent the feelings in her heart. Lulu, where are you? The company family meeting is about to be held. Suddenly, there was a calm voice from inside the sports car, and a majestic middle-aged man's head appeared on the dial of the sports car. Behind him, there are many people coming and going, as if they are preparing something. This middle-aged man is the city lord of Mingxin, Lei Yuansen. Dad, I'm going to find the kid Yi Qing. Lei Lu said lightly, not in a hurry at all. Yi Qing. What are you looking for that brat? This time, Tiandao online games can't be compared with the previous ones. All previous Tiandao online games have been closed. The previous powerhouses have lost a lot of power, and the new round of reshuffle may be very serious. Coming soon. Lei Yuansen's eyes flickered, and there was a hint of anxiety in his tone. The rise of the new forces will certainly represent the fall of the old forces. This is why, nowadays, the major forces in the world are all in the world of Hokage ninja, and they are madly recruiting people, just to get the upper hand in the new round of power shuffling. I know, Dad. Because of this, I'm going to find the kid Yi Qing. Why? Could it be? Lei Luo slammed the steering wheel, and the sports car crossed a beautiful arc, rushed directly into another road, and said, I guess that Otsutsuki Yi Ching, who was the first to become genin in the game yesterday, is likely to be my brother and your son. Impossible. That kid, for more than 10 years, has not entered the Tiandao online game anyway, he only knows that he is soaked in women. A few days ago, he also formed a Ms. 18 girl group, which is really angry with Lousy. Quote. When Lei Yuansen on the screen said this, a trace of anger immediately appeared in his eyes, and he said bitterly, Dad, whether it is or not, I have to check it out. After all, this matter is too strange. Otsutsuki Yi Ching, in the previous Tiandao online games, I have never heard of such a number one. With the roar of a sports car, Lei Lu finally reached a group of villas in the north of Mingxin City, and quickly walked towards the most luxurious villa in the center. However, the anxious Lei Lu did not notice that after she entered the villa, several very suspicious figures suddenly appeared in the villas not far away, quietly surrounding this side. Oh, Miss Lei Lu, why are you here? As soon as Lei Lu appeared, a big man ran over sweating profusely. It was Arlong who had given Yi Ching twin beautiful girls before. While running, Arlong kept winking at the people around him, and asked him to quickly wake up Yi Ching in the villa. Stop for this lady. Lei Lu shouted, frightened Yi Ching's bodyguard and the driver to stop quickly, not daring to move at all. Humph. Lei Lu snorted and glared at these people fiercely, causing them to shrink their necks. In the entire Mingxin city, Lei Lu's reputation is only under Lei Yuansen. None of them dare to violate Lei Lu's orders. Soon, Lei Lu's figure appeared inside the villa and walked towards Yi Ching's room. Otsutsuki Yi Ching, I really hope you are my brother. Reaching out and pushing, the door of the room was directly pushed open, revealing the entire scene of the room. Master Lei Yi Ching, be lighter. What? Suddenly, a series of girl snorts and crackling sounds sounded very clearly in the spacious villa. Yi Ching, you. In the large living room, Lei Luo collapsed on the sofa, and two little girls with nothing on sat on him, shaking constantly. This shocking scene was so red and fruity that it was exposed to Lei Lu's eyes, causing Lei Lu, an unmanned girl, to blush, her whole body softened, and she almost collapsed to the ground. Bump. Yi Ching, you fool. It took a full half an hour before Yi Ching rinsed clean, and came to Lei Lu swayingly. As for the two little beauties, Yang Meiki and Yang Meiling, they were ashamed to not meet people at all, and they got into the quilt after taking a shower, and no one could tell. Yi Ching, you are too unbelievable. Dad asked you to log into the Tiandao online game world. You are still playing women here, really. As soon as Lei Lu saw Yi Ching, her eyebrows were upside down, and she stared at Yi Ching sternly, hating iron but not steel. Yi Ching didn't care what Lei Lu said at this time. Instead, his eyes were on Lei Lu's body. Lei Lu was in her 20s, wearing short-sleeved hot pants, a standard face with melon seeds, sakura, peach lips, and silkworm eyebrows. She had a beautiful face. The most attractive thing was her beautiful and slender legs, which were powerful and attractive. Yi Ching, what are you looking at? I'm your sister. Feeling the look in Yi Ching's red Guguo's eyes, Lei Lu finally couldn't bear the look of scrutiny, and stood up abruptly to teach Yi Ching. Boom. However, at this moment, a violent explosion sounded outside the door. What followed were countless rushes of running and shouting. Kill. Boom. Ha ha ha. All the people in the Mingxin group are rubbish. Chong. Catch Yi Ching, reward 1 million. Catch Lei Lu, reward 10 million. Kill. Boom. The shouting and killing outside the door quickly approached here, and even the people in the house could see the blood splattering outside. What happened? Lei Lu's face changed drastically. At this time, she didn't even bother to teach Yi Ching, and hurriedly shouted. Master. Miss, it's not good. So many killers suddenly rushed out outside, and the people outside couldn't catch it. Arlong ran in from outside the house embarrassedly and shouted loudly. It's careless, I didn't expect these guys to take advantage of this time to act. A trace of anger rose in Lei Lu's eyes, and he directly pulled Yi Ching up from the sofa and said loudly. Wait, follow me, my sister will take you out. After finishing speaking, regardless of Yi Ching's strange expression, he directly dragged Yi Ching and walked toward the door. Hearing these words, Yi Qing's expression was a little strange, but feeling the girl's delicate and tender hands, he also walked out. As soon as I left the house, I saw dozens of people in black surrounding the villa, armed with various weapons and shooting wildly at the inside of the villa. The bodyguards guarding the villa and the people brought by Lei Lu were far fewer than the other, and many people were killed in the sneak attack. At this time, they could only rely on the terrain to defend themselves. However, it will be sooner or later to be broken. Lei Lu's eyes shrank abruptly, and the originally black pupils quickly turned into a pale white, with blue veins on both sides of her cheeks violent, and she looked at each other. Byakugan. Yi Qing noticed Lei Lu's change immediately, and his heart moved slightly. Unexpectedly, his chief sister actually chose Konoha Shinobi Village, the country of fire, and became a member of the Hyuga clan. Come with me, there are few people in this direction. Lei Lu pulled Yi Qing, and several other bodyguards quickly followed Lei Lu and rushed towards the weakest place of the opponent's defense. But before they rushed out, they saw a few black shadows suddenly rushed out from the crowd on the opposite side. The speed was so fast that they flashed into the villa. The bodyguards guarding the villa were not these black at all. Yiren's opponent was slaughtered in a few seconds. It's the ninjas offline from the world of the online game, Hokage Ninja. Lei Lu's eyes changed, and the world of the online game, Hokage Ninja, arrived in less than a day, but almost everyone in the world entered it. However, even so, most of the ordinary players are hovering around the 10th level at this time, and most of the ninjutsu they learn is only ED. Even if it is to quit the game and realize the extraordinary power of Tiandao online games into the real world, the gap with ordinary people is not very big. However, these men in black are obviously the best in the game, with a level above 15 and a level of ninjutsu above LV3. Only in this way, after being realized in the real world, will they have certain strength. 8 trigrams palms 4 palms. With a soft drink, the figure of Lei Lu who was the first to open the road suddenly flashed, and in an instant he blasted out 4 palms, blasting the 2 men in black into the air, and blood spurted out wildly. With a twist of his waist, his slender legs with violent power smashed another man in black into the air, extremely fierce. As the eldest lady of the Mingxin group, Lei Lu not only reached level 20 in the Tiandao online game world, but also learned the basic skill, 8 trigrams palms, of the Hyuga family to level 55-4, with considerable power. However, no matter how powerful Lei Lu was, they were too few in number, and they were soon surrounded. Ha 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 ha. There was a sudden burst of laughter, and 2 figures, surrounded by several assassins, slowly walked towards this side. Unexpectedly, the eldest lady of the Mingxin group is so strong. Unfortunately, starting today, your Mingxin group will no longer exist. With the thought of these 2 arrogant voices, Lei Lu's expression drastically changed, and he shouted angrily. Long Xingtian. Tang Feng. Your Dragon City and Wushuang City are actually united. The 2 people surrounded by everyone are the high levels of Dragon City and Wushuang City. The 3 companies have been in a state of competition, but they did not expect that the 2 of them have secretly united, ready to take advantage of the great change of the world, and the moment when Lei Yuansen's strength drastically drops, to destroy Mingxin City in one fell swoop. Huh. Yi Qing, aren't you dead? Long Xingtian said with a look of astonishment. He bought the chef of Mingxin group and saw Yi Qing eat the specially added meal with his own eyes. He didn't expect Yi Qing to be so alive and kicking at this time. Oh, it turns out that you poisoned it. Yi Qing's eyes lit up. No wonder the former owner of this body was unclear, it turned out that someone actually poisoned it. Humph. Long Xingtian, who was debunked, instead of giving no explanation, he laughed and said. Today, my Dragon City and Wushuang City are united, and it is bound to uproot the power of your Mingxin group. Moreover, you know, besides my Dragon City and Wushuang City, there are other forces today to deal with that old fellow Lei Yuansen. Boom. As if to set off Long Xingtian's words, I saw the Mingxin group headquarters in the center of Mingxin City, and suddenly there was a violent roar. A lot of flames and smoke rose into the sky. Even if they were tens of kilometers away, they could clearly see what was happening in the city. Ha 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 ha. Lei Lu. As long as you are willing to be my slave, I will spare your life. And Yi Qing, you trash. With Long Xingtian's arrogant roar, All the surrounding men surrounded Lei Lu and Yi Qing, their cruel eyes constantly looking at the two brothers and sisters. Yi Qing, my sister will take you out. Lei Lu knew that this was the last time, so she whispered to Yi Qing right now. However, before her voice fell, she heard Yi Qing say coldly. Idiot. Yi Qing raised his right hand gently, and Void grabbed it toward the front. Shen Luo Tianzheng. Boom. Puff. A hurricane-like repulsive force suddenly centered on Yi Qing, rushing towards the four-sided approach madly. The violent power surged wildly, directly blasting the bodies of the killers in the Dragon City and Wushuang City surrounding them, and the flesh and blood in the sky surged towards the surroundings. Even under the feet of the two of them, an oval-shaped pit appeared. Because Lei Lu was protected by Yi Qing, she didn't suffer any harm, but Yi Qing's shot almost scared her stupid. This is Lei Yi Qing, what did you do? Lei Lu, standing next to Yi Qing, was almost dumbfounded, looking at the corpse lying on the ground, her eyes were full of shock. Hey, just a few people died, what are you afraid of? Yi Qing didn't care, but returned to the villa again. The two little loli were still hiding in the bed last night, and they couldn't be left behind. Lei Yi Qing. After all, Lei Lu was a person who had seen the big scene, and immediately reacted, her eyes flashed with a ray of light, and after 3 steps and 2 steps, she ran to Yi Qing's side, grabbed Yi Qing's hand, and said. Yi Qing, tell my sister, are you the Otsutsuki Yi Qing in the world of this online game, Hokage Ninja? Yeah, what, is there a problem? Yi Qing looked at the beautiful girl who was about the same height as himself, and his fiery eyes scanned her beautiful face and chest without hesitation, causing Lei Lu to tremble. Boy, I'm your sister, don't put your dirty thoughts on me. Lei Lu screwed it on Yi Qing's arm and said bitterly. In the face of Lei Lu's voice that is too coquettish and overly threatening, Yi Qing did not evade the slightest, and took Lei Lu into his arms in one fell swoop, and said softly. My dear sister, are you in love with me? You dare to peek at me and other girls doing business. Being so hugged by Yi Qing, Lei Lu's face immediately turned red. 2 small hands hurriedly pressed against Yi Qing's chest, expecting Ai to say. Bah! Who is taking a peek at you, you brat, you're still doing that kind of bad thing in broad daylight. Then sister, do you want to try that kind of bad thing? With that said, Yi Qing's big hand was actually following Lei Lu's beautiful body, swimming towards the key parts. Scared Lei Lu hurriedly struggling out of Yi Qing's arms and hurriedly said. Yi Qing, this is not the time to be joking. The 2 major forces of the head office, Dragon City and Wushuang City, are besieging. Dad is also trapped. We must go to the rescue. The father of this body. If you want to occupy the whole world, you still need some manpower. Yi Qing murmured, and then said to the surrounding bodyguards. Arlong, protect those 2 little girls, if something happens to them, I can't spare you. Yes, master. After arranging the things in the villa, Lei Lu said directly, Yi Qing, take my car, I will be there within half an hour. Half an hour? Are you sure the people in the head office can hold on for half an hour? Anyway, the fastest speed now is, ah. Before Lei Lu finished speaking, Tanko screamed. Yi Qing walked directly to her and held her in his arms. The bodies of the 2 people actually rose directly into the sky and flew towards the defense line of the head office. Ah. Yi Qing, you can actually fly. Lei Lu's 2 arms and 2 beautiful legs were tightly wrapped around Yi Qing, and he shouted. Idiot woman, what to shout? Feeling Lei Lu's bulging and curved figure, the 2 of them only took less than 3 minutes to get close to the head office of the Mingxin Group. Looking from a distance, I saw hundreds of people wearing the same costumes at the door of the head office, who had abandoned their thermal weapons and madly attacked the company, fighting against the people inside the company. At the top of the head office, the fighting was fierce, and almost half of the floor was destroyed. Ha 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 ha. Lei Yuansen, your baby girl and baby boy have been arrested by us, I advise you to surrender early. Fart. Dragon City, you colluded with the Black Dragon Association of the Japanese Kingdom and wanted to capture my Mingxin City. You are not afraid of becoming a sinner of the ages of China. Huh. Stubborn. Online games have changed a lot, the Hokage ninja world has come, and the Black Dragon Club Master, the world's biggest secret, will sooner or later dominate the entire world. Laozi will never surrender, go to hell. Boom. Following the roars, there was another roar inside the head office, which even caused violent vibrations on the ground. Yi Qing, hurry up, the head office has not been completely occupied. Dog feeding is the key to life. Before Lei Lu spoke, Yi Qing stretched out his hand and waved, and immediately two strange pythons with dog heads more than 10 meters long fell from the sky and rushed directly into the crowd of people in black. These strange pythons moved extremely fast and were highly poisonous. They could be swallowed by several people in black at will. They quickly wiped out the people in black on the periphery of the company and rushed into the head office. Lei Lu. Yi Qing. You are all right, how did Long Xingtian's trash do things? The anger sounded, and only a few people in black surrounded Lei Yuansen and a few other senior Mingxin group people, already seriously injured. Baga. The Chinese are just rubbish, even two kids can't handle it. With an angry curse, only a black-clothed old man holding a samurai sword stared at Yi Qing in the middle of the few people, almost trying to choose someone to eat. Kill him. Hi. After drinking several times, I saw a few Japanese warriors guarding the old man, and immediately jumped forward and rushed towards Yi Qing. Even in the middle of the journey, these people quickly formed seals with their hands, and a series of ninjutsu formed in front of them. Fire-style great fireball technique. Wind-style great wind technique. Water-style water vortex blade. For a time, the flames, violent winds and violent currents occupied the entire room, rushing towards Yi Qing and Liluo together, causing extremely violent vibrations. In order to occupy Mingxin City this time, the Black Dragon Club in the early winter is the highest registered people in their influence, and they want to occupy Mingxin City in the shortest time. Unfortunately, they met Yi Qing. Looking at these ninjutsus, Yi Qing showed a disdainful smile at the corner of his mouth, pointed at the flames the size of a bowl, and sarcastically said, "This is also ninjutsu." As soon as the voice fell, I saw him on his right hand, grabbing at these rushing ninjutsu. Ninjutsu absorption. Following his movements, I saw that these ninjutsu were all sucked in by Yi Qing's right hand in one breath, leaving nothing. Baga. What's the matter, my ninjutsu? What kind of ability is this, why have you never seen it before? Baga. Die. Although the faces of these Japanese ninjas were a little surprised, they still rushed towards Yi Qing desperately. In their opinion, Yi Qing is just a 16 or 17-year-old boy, how good can he be? Looking at these odious Japanese ninjas, Yi Qing's eyes flashed with a light of disdain, and he smiled lightly. Want your ninjutsu? Give it back to you. As soon as the voice fell, I saw Yi Qing wave his left hand casually, and the overwhelming flames, violent wind and huge waves rushed towards them, and immediately drowned these Japanese ninjas and the ninjas of Dragon City warriors. However, within 10 seconds, the dozens of Japanese Black Dragon Society ninjas who besieged the Mingxin group, and the Dragon City warriors ninjas who had colluded with the Japanese were all overwhelmed by the violent ninjutsu and turned into a pile of rotten meat. At this time, most of the players who have just dropped from the world of the Tiandao online game, Hokage Ninja, are between level 110 and level 20. They are not even genin, and the masters are all E-level D-level ninjutsu, not at all. How much lethality? Against these guys who are not even ninjas, Yi Qing can't use much energy at all. Lei Yi Qing, you. Lei Yuansen's eyes were huge, and his eyeballs were about to protrude. He looked at Yi Qing in surprise. Not only Lei Yuansen, but the bodyguards guarding Lei Yuansen's side were also dumbfounded. This young master, who they usually look down upon, is so strong. Dad, Yi Qing is the Otsutsuki Yi Qing in the world of the online game, Hokage Ninja, and the only genin in the game now. Hi. Lei Yuansen took a breath, his eyes lit up suddenly, and he wanted to speak, but he was directly interrupted by Yi Qing. Old man, don't want to command me, I'm keeping Mingxin group safe in Hokage Ninja world, so don't bother me. After finishing speaking, regardless of Lei Yuansen's shocking and ugly face, the whole figure floated up again and flew towards the villa. Dad, don't be angry, Yi Qing is also a little headstrong, his nature is still good, otherwise he won't come to save us. Seeing Lei Yuansen's expression a little ugly, Lei Lu said quickly. It's nothing. Lei Yuansen shook his hand and said, I am sorry for him. I have always regarded him as a child. Everything in the company is given to you and the boss. It is normal for him to have complaints in his heart. That, Lei Lu said hesitantly, remembering that Yi Qing had held herself in her arms before, and stared at her fiery eyes, and felt a little hot on her face. Lulu, until now, Yi Qing can only rely on you. After all, until now, Yi Qing still has a good opinion of you. If you need time, you have to give something. Lei Yuansen's hands suddenly behind his back, his eyes lit up, and he said faintly. Dad, I see. Lei Lu's expression changed, but still whispered. I don't know why, but I have some expectations. She knew very well that her identity was not Lei Yuansen's biological daughter at all, but the daughter of Lei Yuansen's eldest brother. His eldest brother died in the monster tide more than 10 years ago, leaving only a posthumous woman to Lei Yuansen, who has been dragged by Lei Yuansen until now. In other words, although Lei Lu and Yi Qing are related by blood, they are only cousins. Yi Qing, what kind of person are you? Lei Lu's mind suddenly returned to the scene of seeing Yi Qing tossing about the two little girls early this morning, and the hot eyes he stared at him, and he sighed inwardly. When Lei Yuansen's father and daughter discussed how to win Yi Qing had already returned to the villa. The servants and bodyguards were cleaning up the courtyard, and Yang Meiki and Yang Meiling had no problems with the two little beauties. After the three were tired and crooked for a while, Yi Qing asked his men to take them away. Today is the first day after the system adjustment of the Tiandao online game, Hokage Ninja. After sending everyone out, Yi Qing chose to enter the game. A white light flashed, and Yi Qing's entire figure disappeared directly into the villa, as if it had never appeared before. Ding dong, system announcement, all logged in game players pay attention. After the Tiandao online game, Hokage Ninja, has been adjusted by netizens, all players log into the game physically to achieve a better gaming experience. Warning, because the player logs into the game physically, the player will be mentally traumatized after death, and he cannot log in the Tiandao online game, Hokage Ninja, again within 3 days. A bright light just appeared in front of Yi Qing's eyes, and a system prompt sound came from his ear. At the same time, the whole world channel began to talk about it. Logging into the game physically, this is the first thing that has happened in the online game Tiandao in 100 years. Logging into the game physically, I feel that the world is more real. Yeah, I just touched the spring water, it was icy and cold. You can't log into the game for 3 days after you die, and the PK is even more intense now. Hey, log into the game physically, I don't know if it's more fun compared to the previous mental login game. Tisk tusk, find a girl to try it. Did you log into the game physically? Yi Qing was also taken aback in his heart, raised his hand, and sure enough, he found that his hands were very clear at this time, and even the fingerprints of his hands could be seen clearly. Just as Yi Qing was about to leave here, there were bursts of harsh system announcements in his ears, and even lines of bloody handwriting appeared on the World Channel. World Announcement. World Announcement. One of the 5 ninja villages, Fire Country Konohagakure issued a Hokage order, wanted player Otsutsuki Yi Qing. Temporary grade. A grade. A grade wanted order. All players can accept it. As long as the exact coordinates of Otsutsuki Yi Qing are confirmed and confirmed by Konohagakure Ninja, they can get a C-level reward. C-level rewards include C-level ninjutsu, C-level ninjutsu, C-level ninjutsu, C-level physique, etc. Killing the player Otsutsuki Yi Qing, after the Konohagakure Ninja confirms the truth, you will receive an A-level reward. A-level rewards include A-level ninjutsu, A-level ninja, A-level ninjutsu, A-level physical skills, etc. Warning. For all rewards, only the player who completes the Hokage order first can get the corresponding rewards. As soon as this world announcement came out, the whole world set off a fierce discussion, which was worse than the previous system announcement. Hokage order, A-level wanted order. C-level rewards, there are actually A-level rewards. What I have seen so far is the highest level item that is D-level, and the most wanted item is the C-level reward. Hi. If I had C-rank ninjutsu, I would definitely become a chunin. There are actually A-level rewards. A-level ninjutsu, will it crash a mountain? Otsutsuki Yi Qing. Who can tell me where is Otsutsuki Yi Qing? It seems that I went to Konohagakure to participate in the Genin Advanced Assessment mission. No one of you wants to know, why is Otsutsuki Yi-Ching wanted by Konohagakure? Someone said he found Otsutsuki Yi-Ching in No. 8858 Novice Village. Go and go. This time, no matter what, I will kill Otsutsuki Yi-Ching. At this moment, Yi-Ching was shocked to discover that while being wanted by Hokage, he actually activated the anti-wanted task, and the reward was very generous. Ha ha ha. Hokage order. Yi-Ching smiled faintly, an extremely cold light flashed in his eyes. Although Konohagakure is the strongest ninja village in the entire ninja world, it has several Kage-level characters and a large number of secret families. Even a few years later, the Grand Prince and second pillar of the world will be born in their village. However, Yi-Ching has the blood of the Otsutsuki clan. As long as he is given time to grow up, even if the entire ninja world joins forces, it is not his opponent. Unexpectedly, he did not provoke Konoha, but Konoha himself sent it to the door. What's more interesting is that he activated the task of anti-Hokage order, and the reward is very rich S-level reward. Reward. Chakra increased by 100%. Recovery speed increased by 100%. Konoha's ninja, really think that this world, you guys are big brothers. Look. That's Otsutsuki Yi-Ching, I found Otsutsuki Yi-Ching. In Novice Village number 8858. Kill. Hurry up and call up gang members. Even if everyone returns to zero today, I will kill Otsutsuki Yi-Ching. Go. Yi-Ching was meditating, but there was a burst of screaming in his ear. He looked up, but saw a dozen players rushing towards him with excitement. Farther away, there are still a large number of players rushing here. Even in other novice villages, players who intend to obtain C-level or even A-level rewards have flooded here like a tide. After Konohagakure injured many Konoha Anbu before, Yi-Ching used the space travel ability to return to No. 8858 Novice Village. I am no match for Konoha now, but as much waste as you come, I will kill as much. A trace of murderous aura suddenly appeared in Yi-Ching's eyes, and the figure of the whole person suddenly could not be automatic, slowly rising towards the sky. Don't let him run. Beat him down. Use ninjutsu. Fire-style great fireball technique. Wind-style great wind blade technique. With a loud shout, I saw dozens of scattered flames the size of a bowl, smashing towards Yi-Ching with his head and face covered. Facing this group of flames, Yi-Ching didn't pay any attention at all. With his height, these flames could not hit him at all. Looking from afar, there are more and more players surrounding Novice Village number 8858. Some people don't know where they found simple bows and arrows and shoot at Yi-Ching. Looking at the Novice Village densely packed with tens of thousands of players, Yi-Ching had no emotion in his eyes, and said lightly. From today, I want everyone to be unable to raise any resistance when they hear my name, Yi-Ching. As soon as the voice fell, Yi-Ching stretched out his hand and pressed down fiercely. Shen Luo Tianzheng. Rumbling. A fierce roar suddenly centered on Yi-Ching's body, rushing towards the ground frantically, and the impact of mountains and seas directly destroyed the entire No. 8858 Novice Village, turning it into a large pit with a diameter of more than 100 meters. And the players gathered around No. 8858 Novice Village are even more dead. The white light before death flickers like fluorescent lights. Yi-Ching has already added the merits gained from the Advanced Genin and Breakthrough Hell difficulty level Genin's quest to break the ranks to the S-level ninjutsu Shenluo Tianzheng, making the skills of this level reach LV4, and the power is even stronger. A Shenluo Tianzheng issued, within 100 meters, no one in ninjutsu, don't even think about getting close to Yi-Ching. Why are the villages gone? It was Otsutsuki Yi-Ching. Otsutsuki Yi-Ching did it. One move killed tens of thousands of people. Look. Otsutsuki Yi-Ching has fallen. He is not chakra enough, kill him quickly. Go. A burst of roars roared from the players around the giant pit. After Konoha issued a Hokage order and a large amount of rewards, Yi-Ching killed tens of thousands of people without frightening these players. There are more players, frantically rushing towards this side. Dragon City. We received a secret report that Otsutsuki Yi-Ching is Yi-Ching, the young master of the Mingsan group. The killer group we sent in the real world has been wiped out. This time Hokage order is an opportunity, you must not let him go. Yes. A-level rewards are our only chance. Only when we get A-level rewards can we catch up with Otsutsuki Yi Qing. Assemble all the members in the Land of Fire to besiege Yi Qing. Yes. Wushuang City. The real world has failed, and the people of the Black Dragon Club shouldn't try again in a short time. What do you do in the game? The online game Tiandao allows the physical body to log into the game this time. Don't Otsutsuki Yi Qing go offline, we have to stay in the game every day. The Black Dragon Club and Dragon City have sent a message, wanting to join me in the Wushuang City Alliance and kill Otsutsuki Yi Qing together. How are the rewards distributed? The Black Dragon Association is willing to pay 30 billion resources, and Dragon City is also willing to give up Jinjiang City. Agree. Convene all the players in the Wushuang City and affiliated forces in the Country of Fire to besiege Otsutsuki Yi Qing. Yes, boss. Mingxin City. Dad, Yi Qing is besieged, shall we take action? Let's watch the changes. Now he has become the goal of everyone in the entire game. We, Ming Mori City, can't be buried with him. Dad, we have to help, Yi Qing is only one person. No. Mingxin City has hundreds of thousands of members, and I am responsible for them. But, Lulu, you can take some people in secret, understand? Oh, I see. Outside a certain Shinobu village. Elders, what should we do with this Hokage? Give up. News has come from the real world, confirming the identity of Otsutsuki Yi Qing, someone who can be attracted, just wait and see what happens. Yes, this time Hokage makes it our opportunity no matter which side the winner is. We can take advantage of this time to quickly upgrade. Yes, Elder. Black Dragon Club. Baga. Call everyone, this time I must kill Otsutsuki Yi Qing. Dragon City and Wushuang City are simply rubbish, so precious opportunities in the real world have not been killed Otsutsuki Yi Qing. Kill. Call all elite ninjas. Hi. At the same time, except for the players from the 4 major countries and the Mingxin Group national forces that were far away, they had no intention of besieging Yi Qing. Almost all the other forces issued a killing order to Yi Qing. In an instant, the rare siege activity in the entire history of Tiandao online games began. Novice Village number 8858 has almost become the focus of the world. However, these players still don't know what kind of existence they provoke. Yi Qing's figure just landed to a distance of more than 10 meters from the ground, and countless players swarmed up around him, intending to kill him with a crowd of tactics. Facing these players, Yi Qing didn't have any mercy at all. With a wave of his hand, a crimson light suddenly appeared, shining a blazing heat on the surrounding area of tens of meters. Yanchi. Huh. With a scream, I saw that with Yi Qing's actions, a huge firebird that was more than 10 meters high and full of flames appeared out of thin air, inciting a pair of huge flame wings, and rushing towards the group of players. Fire Phoenix. Fool. What a phoenix, this is Otsutsuki Yi Qing's ninjutsu. This is the ninjutsu that has destroyed tens of thousands of players in Dragon City. What level is this special? Quickly use water-style ninjutsu to kill this firebird. Fight. Rush over. There are so many of us, are you still afraid of a ninjutsu? Boom. There was a bang, but I saw this huge firebird plunge into the player group, splashing countless flames toward the surroundings. The players who came into contact with these flames couldn't even react at all. In this death, they were unable to log into the game for 3 full days, and the loss was huge. Among the unbelievable gazes of countless people, I saw the firebird summoned by Yi Qing, raging in the player group, just like swimming in a pool, wantonly and free. Every time it passes through a place, there will be countless white lights in one place, and no one can stop this firebird from flying. Ape Rock. In the middle of the battlefield, Yi Qing gave a secret drink again, only to see the ground in front of him suddenly surging crazily, black and red magma surging like a hot spring, as if some monster was about to break through the ground. Roar. Boom. With a roar, and the sound of an explosion, a giant with a height of more than 20 meters and a strange appearance completely composed of magma and boulders appeared in front of everyone. What is this? Is the magma giant? It's so big. This seems to be the A-level skill of Iwagakure, the country of the earth. How can Otsutsuki Yi Qing use it? Is the surname Otsutsuki derived from Iwagakure? It's magma, he rushed over. Block. Everyone blocked me. Dragon City's troops are here. The people from Wushuang City are here too, and their levels are all above level 25. Chong. The people of the Black Dragon Club are on the way. I heard that they have found a secret weapon this time. Quick. The magma giant is coming. Boom. 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 Boom boom boom. A violent vibration sounded from the ground, and I saw the huge magma giant in front of Yi Qing, rushing towards the group of players in the other direction with huge steps. Each step can cause a violent sensation on the ground, and each step has a large amount of magma splashing around. These steps seem to collapse in the hearts of all players, and the tight strings can be broken at any time. Boom. Finally, the magma giant summoned by Ape Rock stepped on the player group with one foot, directly stepping on countless players into meat sauce, turning them into patches of white light, and could not die anymore. Hold it up. Hold it up. Otsutsuki Yi Qing used 2A level ninjutsu in a row, he absolutely can't use other ninjutsu in a short time. At this time, there was a loud roar from the player group. It was a big man in Wushuang City. With the help of a special ninja, his voice spread for nearly 100 meters. A group of people dragged the Firebird, a group of people dragged the Magma Giant, and the rest were charged to lousy. Go. While Otsutsuki Yi Qing doesn't have chakra, kill him. Go. Fire style great fireball technique. Wind style great wind technique. Fire style rocket technique. Lightning style. Numerous roars occurred almost at the same time, and I saw thousands of players surrounding Yi Qing. All of them displayed the strongest ninjutsu of their master at this time, and smashed their heads and faces towards Yi Qing. Looking from a distance, I saw countless groups of flames, violent winds and thunder and lightning, covering the distance of more than 100 meters in which Yi Qing was located, with almost no gaps. Tens of thousands of players took action together. This kind of picture is extremely bright, reflecting all the ugly and exciting faces of the surrounding players in it. Otsutsuki Yi Qing, you are dead. Ha 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 ha, so many ninjutsu, even Chunin or even Jonin *PC might be killed. We won. We are going to win. Buzzing humming. The countless surprise shouts have not yet fallen, and there is a sudden violent buzzing sound in the area filled with countless ninjutsu. In the unbelievable gazes of countless players, only a pale white ripple suddenly enveloped the group of ninjutsu, pulling it crazily towards the middle, and a tornado was formed in that area. And the eye of the tornado is exactly Yi Qing in the center. What's going on? So much ninjutsu, what is Otsutsuki Yi Qing going to do? No. He seems to be absorbing ninjutsu. Absorb ninjutsu. What kind of ability is this? Among the unbelievable eyes of countless players around, Yi Qing in the center raised his right hand high, and a blood-red rinnegan appeared hidden on the palm of his right hand. And with his actions, all the ninjutsu that originally covered this area was completely absorbed by his right hand like a giant whale. The smile at the corner of Yi Qing's mouth was still very calm, and with the absorption of countless ninjutsu, a wave of tyrannical power suddenly poured out of his body, pouring toward his left hand. Ha 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 ha. With a burst of arrogant laughter, Yi Qing's left hand was suddenly raised high, and an extremely huge purple-black chakra condensed sphere suddenly appeared in his hand, almost covering the area of sunlight. Around this huge chakra condensed sphere, there are 5 chakra attributes phenomenon of water droplets, violent wind, thunder and lightning, and it is slowly rotating around it. What kind of ninjutsu is this? Okay. What a powerful wave. Otsutsuki Yi Qing. This is the power of God. Run. We can't even hurt a single hair of Otsutsuki Yi Qing. Konoha. Otsutsuki Yi Qing is so strong, we are not opponents at all. Fall. It's down. Accompanied by the panic shouts of countless players, Yi Qing just waved his hand gently. This huge sphere, which condensed the 5 attributes chakra nature transformation and the yin-yang attribute chakra, slowly fell. Boom. Rumble. The dazzling white light burst out of the sky suddenly, and a black-red mushroom cloud hundreds of meters high rose into the sky, almost covering the entire sky. Boom 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 boom. The shock wave gushing from this place centered on the original No. 8858 Novice Village, rushing frantically in all directions, and even the giant tree more than 30 meters high was covered by this shock wave. Even the forest a little closer was raised to the ground by this shock wave. The center of the explosion point is even more miserable. Among the tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of players around here, None of them survived, and they were all bombed into dross. At this time, Yi Qing's figure floated slowly, looking at a large pit with a diameter of at least a few hundred meters and a depth of nearly 50 meters, without a trace of expression on his face. This move is exactly the super strong truth-seeking ball made by Otsutsuki Peach style with ninjutsu times and double-handed Rinnegan pupil power in the original plot. One move directly destroyed the joint defense of the two pillars and the prince. And now in the game, what Yi Qing displays is just a weakened version of super truth-seeking ball that combines the E-level and D-level skills displayed by these hundreds of thousands of players. But even so, the power generated by this trick is enough to be equivalent to a tailed beast bomb, even comparable to some powerful Essen ninjutsu. Why am I dead? I'm dead too. I'm a few kilometers away from Otsutsuki Liro. What's the matter? Tell me what happened. Major information. Otsutsuki Yi Qing summoned a super big sun and killed all the players who were about to besiege him. I was killed by a shock wave. Mushroom cloud. There is actually a mushroom cloud in the world of Tiandao online games, it's not a nuclear bomb, right? Otsutsuki Yi Qing must be the master of S-rank ninjutsu, otherwise it would not be so powerful. Hanging. Otsutsuki Yi Qing must have been hanging. I want to complain. Complaint. Complaint. At this moment, hundreds of thousands of players were killed, and there was a violent shock in the real world. After countless people withdrew from the game, they ran to the forum and yelled frantically. However, intelligent people have already posted the process of this war to the forum via video, but within a few minutes, there have been over 1 billion clicks, causing countless shocks. What a big firebird, this ninjutsu is at least a grade. There are also magma giants. What is the last trick? S-level skill, such a big ball. Wow. Otsutsuki Yi Qing is so handsome and has romantic skin. The white eyes are like Byakugan from the Konohagakure Hyuga clan. Husband. My husband. From now on Otsutsuki Yi Qing will be my husband. I don't know who is better than the current Otsutsuki Yi Qing and Cage level characters. Countless replies under the video post immediately filled the entire forum, and this posture was growing at a geometric multiple. Not only China, but also the surrounding Wa country and the surrounding country, but even the players from the American Eagle country, the Bear country, have fallen into crazy discussions. Countless people think that Yi Qing is on the hook and must be punished severely by the online game heaven. But there is another group of people who regard Yi Qing as an idol as a god tier and are crazy about Yi Qing. A large part of them are still pretty girls. However, the real world and the discussion on the forum did not disturb Yi Qing in the game. At this time, most of his spirit has been attracted by the system prompts, listening carefully. You killed the player I'm not a cabbage, and you get 1 kill point. You killed the player Dragon City Beimo, and gained 1 kill point. You killed the player. You killed the player Wushuang Night City, and got 1 kill point. You killed the player. Ding dong, congratulations to the player Otsutsuki Yi Qing, who has killed a total of 1 million players, completed the hidden killing mission, millions of people's kill, and won the special title, Shang Zongshang. Ding dong, congratulations to the player Otsutsuki Yi Qing has killed a total of 1 million players. Ding dong, congratulations to the player Otsutsuki Yi Qing has killed a total of 1 million players. Male Zongshang, LV1, special title, wearable. Explanation 1. Killing a person is a crime, but Tuan is a male. After slaughtering 9 million, he is a male. Note 2. This appellation is an upgradable appellation, and the upgrade method needs to be explored by the player. Effect. All ninjutsu power is increased by 10% when wearing the back to the player, and the drop rate of all worn equipment and private space of the killed player is increased by 10%. Ding dong, congratulations to the player Otsutsuki Yi Qing, who has killed a total of 1 million players, completed the hidden killing mission, millions of people's kill, and earned 1 million points of killing value. Killing value. The killing value can be exchanged for corresponding HP recovery items, chakra recovery items, battlefield equipment, etc. Other functions require players to explore in the game by themselves. Ding dong, congratulations to the player Otsutsuki Yi Qing, who has killed a total of 1 million players, completed the hidden killing mission, millions of people's kill, and earned 100,000 merit points. For a few minutes, Yi Qing was checking the announcement of the system. He didn't expect to kill so many players this time. Not only did he get a special title, but he also had 100,000 merit points. For him now, merit value is what he desperately needs. As for the way to raise the level of the special title male Zhang Male, Yi Qing already knows the literal meaning, and has not studied it deeply. The system costs 100,000 points of merit to increase the level of space travel. Consuming merit points, the S-level skill space traversal level is upgraded to LV2. Consuming merit points, the S-level skill space traversal level is upgraded to LV3. After the 100,000 points of merit were consumed, Yi Qing waved with one hand, and a pitch-black crack appeared in the air in front of him, which was half larger than before and was much more stable. Konoha, today's revenge, I will double it back sooner or later, and wait. As soon as the voice fell, Yi Qing's figure entered the cracks in the pitch-black space at the same time that the chakra and recovery speed soared by 100%, and disappeared without a trace. At the same time, a harsh world announcement sounded once again in the ears of all players who were still alive. World announcement. World announcement. Play Otsutsuki Yi Qing for the first time to complete the hidden killing mission, millions of people, and get a special title, Shang Zongshang. This event will be recorded in the history of the Tiandao online game Hokage Ninja. World announcement. World announcement. Listening to the harsh world announcements coming from the ears, almost all players have a thought in their minds. It has only been a few days since the Tiandao online game was launched, and Otsutsuki Yi Qing killed 1 million people. Calculate. Before the Dragon City players besieged Yi Qing, almost the entire novice village and organization was slaughtered. There were about 100,000 people. After listening to Hokage's order this time, there were at least 7 or 8 large organizations that went to siege and kill Otsutsuki Yi Qing, plus other players in the surrounding novice village. The special title of Shang Nakao, and the reputation recorded in the historical events of Hokage Ninja, this Otsutsuki Yi Qing is going to heaven. God tier, deservingly God tier. Crush the God tier in all Tiandao online games before. There have been more than a dozen in the world of Tiandao online games, but the PK killer is only Tianluo of Tianluodi.com. He only killed more than 2,000 players. 1 million. How many days should this compare to? What to do? Is this Hokage order still executed? Stupid, just go. I quit Washi Yueying. Jialin Temple also withdrew. Mingxin Group withdraws. Da Qin quit. With a loud discussion, almost 90% of the players and forces have already extinguished their minds to deal with Yi Qing. However, like the Black Dragon Club Wushuang City Dragon City and other forces within the territory of the country, they did not say anything, and they still dispatched players who are still in the game to continue looking for Yi Qing's traces. Baga. No matter how high the level of Otsutsuki Yi Qing is, he will not be the opponent of the native N*PC ninja. After our master has gained power in a few hidden villages, we must kill him. No matter how great he is only alone. Otsutsuki Yi Qing. This Tiandao online game has only been available for 2 days. Sooner or later we will catch up with you. Send all spies, and we must find out all the ninjutsu information and attributes of Otsutsuki Yi Qing in a short time. There is also the real world, and Mingxin City's affairs can't be left behind. Hi. While other forces and players were discussing Otsutsuki Yi Qing, his figure appeared in a mountain forest. Looking from afar, Yi Qing's eyes were caught in a Rincune village located in the middle of the mountain. I saw the shape of this village of Ninja Village is like a block of boulders, set against the surrounding mountains. It is very majestic. At first glance, densely packed almost occupy half of the hillside. Through Byakugan, Yi Qing can find that the people in that ninja village are bustling with people, and there are a large number of ninjas hidden in the dark, at least hundreds of people. If this force were placed in the original plot, it would be enough to crush any shinobu village. Unfortunately, this is the game world after the transformation of this world online game Tiandao. Compared with the original work, the number of ninjas in the map area has expanded nearly 100 times. Even a small ninja village with only a dozen big cats and kittens will become a ninja village in this world. The 5 great ninja villages in the original plot have been strengthened to the point of a pervert. There are at least thousands of Jonin in the village, and tens of thousands of Chunin. As for Genin, it is a huge number. Coupled with players who choose their respective forces, the number of ninjas belonging to the 5 ninja villages is an astronomical number. Among them, the number of players who choose Konoha is the largest. Byakugan. With a soft drink, Yi Qing's eyes suddenly flashed a bright light, staring at the gate of this shinobu village, and said lightly. Sure enough, this is Xingyan village. 3 elders, we found the trail of Otsutsuki Yi Qing. At a certain base, a detective ninja is reporting news to an old man. Huh. Otsutsuki Yi Qing, didn't you tell you not to provoke this person, who made you act arrogantly? The face of the 3 elders changed slightly. As one of the elders of China, he knew that the whole world had entered an era of vassal hegemony similar to the spring and autumn Sengoku period. What they have is just a righteous name. If you accidentally offend the current first person in the game, Otsutsuki Yi Qing, it will be very unfavorable for their next plan. No, the 3rd elder, we found the figure of Otsutsuki Yi Qing at the entrance of the village. He seemed to suddenly appear there. A brother underneath found him and immediately reported him. The investigative ninja quickly explained. Suddenly, Konoha, the country of fire, is several million kilometers away from the star-hidden village of the country of bear. Can Otsutsuki Yi Qing arrive in an instant? After hearing this investigative ninja's words, the 3 elders' complexion changed drastically, and they murmured. Now that the national war has not started, all teleportation formations can only be teleported to the nearby ninja village and novice village. What kind of means was used by Otsutsuki Yi Qing to actually span millions of kilometers in the world in a few seconds, from one the hidden village reached another hidden village in no time? I don't know, 3rd elder, he also appeared suddenly, as if walking towards Xingyan village. The 3rd elder's eyes lit up suddenly and exclaimed, Xingyan village, does he know the secret too? Impossible, he is only one person, how can he capture the hidden village? No. This matter is too important, I have to inform the Grand Elder and others. After speaking, the 3 elders, regardless of others around, immediately chose the friend system and hurriedly talked with the Great Elder and others. But within a few minutes, 2 old men hurriedly appeared, and a holographic virtual screen appeared in front of these people, and 2 old men appeared on it. What about Otsutsuki Yi Qing, where is he? The old man on the screen is probably in his 50s, with an extraordinary momentum on the national character face, but at this time his tone is very urgent and excited, and he asks straightforwardly. I heard from the people who are still outside Xingyan village, our people are all secretly watching. There are our people in several small hidden villages. I have something urgent here. The contact between Xingyan village and Otsutsuki Yi Qing is given to the 3 elders, so please keep him steady. Also, if you have a chance to win him over, you must win it at any cost. At the worst, you have to reach an alliance status. The matter of attacking the hidden starry village. Xingyan village is small. If Otsutsuki Yi Qing insists, you can give him Xingyan village. Anyway, there are still many small hidden villages in this world. Furthermore, Konoha, the country of fire, released the Hokage order to summon players to besiege Otsutsuki Yi Qing, causing millions of high-level players to be killed and unable to log into the game within 3 days. These 3 days have happened to be our opportunity to send someone to grab the resources of Konoha players. The matter of Xingyan village is left to you. Clear. It's a pity that these people don't know at all. The resources of Konoha players have been swept away by Yi Qing long ago, so they can't get any resources. Outside Xingyan village, Yi Qing looked at the blood-red pill in his hand and fell into deep thought. Chakra pill. A special chakra condensed substance, manufactured by the player Otsutsuki Yi Qing relying on the special ability of the family. After taking it, all chakra can be restored instantly, and there is a certain chance to increase your lifespan. This pill is a chakra pill that he used to create chakra fruit after he had absorbed countless E-level D-level ninjutsu when he was besieged by hundreds of thousands of players. According to the setting of the original plot, the Otsutsuki clan people can use the absorbed chakra to create chakra fruit, and a special thing that is famous is an elixir. This special chakra fruit and elixir can not only restore and strengthen one's own chakra and strength, but also increase a certain lifespan. In the original plot, Otsutsuki Momoshiki was almost defeated by the Great Prince and Urzuzi. It was also after absorbing Jinshi that he transformed into a monster like an evil ghost, and his strength doubled. If it weren't for the protagonist's halo, Otsutsuki Momoshiki wanted to kill the prince and others, it would be easy. It's a pity that this pill was produced after he absorbed hundreds of thousands of players to perform the ninjutsu surgery. Except for a large part of it using ninjutsu to double the return, about 1/5 of the ninjutsu was made. This is a pill. You know, in the original plot, Otsutsuki Peach-style absorbed Otsutsuki Kim, but directly produced a chakra fruit. Although that fruit looks very different from the real sacred tree fruit, it is also a treasure that doubles the strength of the ninja. The player's chakra can actually be used to make chakra pills. Does that mean that the player's chakra can also be used to make chakra fruit? If this is the case, doesn't it mean that as the player's level increases, he will be able to obtain countless chakra fruits and elixirs? Not to mention the countless chakra fruits, even one chakra fruit can become the god of this world. Thinking of this, Yi Qing's eyes shot a sharp light, and he firmly grasped the chakra pill in his hand. Lifting his head, his gaze turned to Xingyan village in the middle of the mountain in the distance, slowly drifting towards the village. As for the person who followed him in the dark, he had already discovered it. However, these people, he didn't care about it at all. Following his actions, the players wandering outside the Xingyan village also found his traces and shouted loudly. Look! Who is that person and how can he fly? Is it N*PC? No, that person is Otsutsuki Yi Qing. Isn't Otsutsuki Yi Qing in the novice village of Konohagakure, the land of fire? How come to our country of bears? What is he going to do to fly towards the village? Where are the ninjas in Xingyan village? We are so exhausted that we can't get into Xingyan village. Is it possible that Otsutsuki Yi Qing wants to fly in? Look, there is a ninja in Xingyan village. Otsutsuki Yi Qing is about to act. His target is indeed Xingyan village. Go and report to the elders. Quick! Quick! Following Yi Qing's actions, countless comments appeared on the World Channel. Although Star Hidden Village is only a small hidden village in the Hokage ninja world, it is at least one party, and many small and medium-sized forces use it as a development base. Among them, the most powerful group is part of the Chinese government, and the three elders are stationed here, intending to occupy Xingyan village. However, Yi Qing did not know these things. The purpose of his trip is just to use these ninjas in the small hidden village to test the chakra fruit-making art, and the meteorite from the moon with 10 tails chakra. In the original plot, a meteorite was dropped from the territory of Bear Country, which contained a very special kind of chakra. First-generation Star Shadow discovered that ninjas can use this meteorite for training, and will have the same ability as a tail beast suit. They can transform into different animals to attack, and they can even fly with chakra wings. Since then, Shangziguoxingyan village was established, and it has been developing to this day. And that meteorite was also regarded as a treasure by the ninjas of Xingyan village. However, Yi Qing, who is familiar with the original work, knows very well that the meteorite is not a treasure at all, but a special stone with 10 tails chakra. Ordinary ninjas can use meteorites to cultivate, although they can comprehend the ability similar to the tail beast suit, but because there is no tail beast support in the body, these chakras will erode the ninja's body over time, and then cause the ninja to die early. This kind of thing was not discovered until the third-generation Star Shadow took office, and the use of meteorites for cultivation was forbidden. It is a pity that we are now in a period of war. Even if we know that the meteorite will cause the ninja's lifespan to be drastically reduced, in order to protect the people in the Bear Country and their relatives, these ninjas can only practice hard-headedly. Stop. This is the sphere of influence of Xingyan village. If you are taking a step forward, be careful, we are welcome. When Yi Qing was about to approach Xingyan village, a few dark shadows appeared in the village, inciting a kind of wings made of lavender chakra and blocking Yi Qing's body. Yi Qing looked at the 5-star hidden village ninjas, especially the chakra coat that was condensed on them. I saw that these chakra coats, which were similar to the coats of the tail beasts, all showed a kind of lavender, and the breath was cold and manic, making these ninjas look like monsters. My name is Otsutsuki Yi Qing. This trip is to take back something left in your Xingyan village. Looking at these tense Xingyan village ninjas, Yi Qing said lightly. This meteorite is part of the seal of 10 tails and is born with 10 tails chakra, which can be regarded as part of 10 tails. As for 10 tails, it was transformed by the sacred tree. As for the source of the sacred tree, it was the seed planted by Otsutsuki Kagaya. However, Otsutsuki Kagaya is just a servant of the Otsutsuki clan. Yi Qing's identity is the young patriarch of the Otsutsuki clan. Conceptually, not only this meteorite and 10 tails, even the sacred tree and Otsutsuki Kagaya, are all Yi Qing's things. What was left in Xingyan village? What? The ninja headed by Xingyan village had an extremely ugly face and asked coldly. While he was speaking, the right hand hiding behind had already given the order to kill. My thing, it seems to be a meteorite, which fell here 200 years ago. Kill. Roar. After several roars, Yi Qing's voice hadn't fallen yet, and all the stars around Yi Qing roared. The chakra coat on his body skyrocketed, and 3 or 4 tails of Konoha appeared behind him, directly towards Yi Qing pounced. The peacock's magic method, the bird feather turns into a beast. Boom. 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 A series of explosive noises came, and 5 lavender figures slammed their wings and almost wrapped the surrounding space. Several tails blasted towards Yi Qing fiercely, and there were even several cracks in the air. The ninjas of Star Hidden Village are all good at a kind of ninjutsu called peacock magic, using chakra coats to transform into various beast forms, and carry out various powerful physical attacks on the enemy. Facing the violent attacks of these people, Yi Qing did not resist at all, just stood there quietly. Boom. Boom. After a few explosions, I saw these huge tails blast towards Yi Qing's direction, but when they approached Yi Qing's body, they seemed to have touched an invisible barrier and exploded directly. But Yi Qing, under the protection of this barrier, did not receive the slightest harm. Impossible. What's the matter? My attack didn't work. Continue to shoot. Several exclamations were shouted from the mouths of these ninjas. The color of horror appeared in their eyes, but they did not have the slightest plan to retreat, and they twisted their bodies again and killed them towards Yi Qing. He, it's just a trace of the fur on the tail beast's clothing, and dare to call it a star shadow. Yi Qing's eyes flashed and said coldly. Among all hidden villages, large and small, except for ninjas like Shangren and wandering ninjas, Xingyan village is almost the weakest. The ninjas in the entire village actually use a meteorite to cultivate chakra, and nearly 100 ninjas in the village can only use one type of number. The peacock trick. Although the leader of this kind of hidden village is called a star shadow, his comprehensive strength may not even be comparable to the elite Jonin. Since you are practicing with 10 tails chakra, what will you become without 10 tails chakra? Yi Qing still had no emotion in his voice. Facing the horrified faces of these people, he suddenly stretched out his right hand, which actually caught a star ninja's chakra coat. Ninjutsu absorption. Yi Qing's right hand Rinnegan can absorb any ninjutsu and chakra, and the chakra coat on these star ninjas is also a part of chakra. Om. A weird wave of sound came, and Yi Qing grabbed the opponent's tail beast clothing's right hand and suddenly a white light flashed out. The chakra coat on the star ninja he grabbed was dissipated at a speed visible to the naked eye. What did you do? Let go. Quickly let go of the grasshopper star. Several exclamation sounds sounded, and the remaining few Star Ninja Village ninjas shouted angrily, and then attacked again. It's a pity that these attacks did not cause any harm to Yi Qing at this time, just like tickling it. What? With a loud cry, the ninja of Star Ninja Village caught by Yi Qing was completely absorbed by Yi Qing in just a few seconds. Without the support of Chakra's coat, this ninja from Xingyan village turned into an ordinary person, yelling and fell from the sky. Grasshopper star. I killed you. Go and save him. Looking at the panicked people, Yi Qing still had no emotion in his eyes, and said lightly. Chakra is not enough. This kind of chakra, even Chunin's level is not enough. You guys, take care of yourself first. As soon as the voice fell, Yi Qing's figure flashed, and he appeared beside another Xingyan village ninja, another wing of the chakra coat that grabbed the ninja. Ninjutsu absorption. Let go of Spider Star. Watch out. The anger sounded again, but in the face of their attack, Yi Qing quickly resolved it. A few seconds later, the chakra from the ninja of Star Shadow Village was absorbed again and fell from the sky screaming. What to do? This mysterious person is so strong. Hurry up and notify Master Xingying. Until this time, the remaining 3 Star Yin village ninjas knew that they were not Yi Qing's opponents at all, looked at each other, and fled directly into the village. Escape. Did you escape? Yi Qing sneered, stretched out his hand and grabbed the void, and immediately 3 iron sticks made of truth-seeking ball appeared in the palm of his hand, and a swish cut through the sky, directly penetrating through the abdomen and chest of these 3 people. What? Get out of the way. Before the exclamation sound fell, Yi Qing's figure flashed, and he appeared directly next to these 3 people, pulling the 3 people's chakra coats together with one hand. Ninjutsu absorption. There was another buzzing sound, and among the unbelievable eyes of these 3 people, the special chakra that turned into Chakra's coat was completely absorbed by Yi Qing. Ding dong, congratulations to the player Otsutsuki Yi Qing for killing the 280 level elite Chunin in Star Shadow Village and gaining 80,000 experience points. Ding dong, congratulations to the player Otsutsuki Yi Qing for killing the 320 level ordinary Jonin in Star Shadow Village and gaining 120,000 experience. Ding dong, congratulations to the player Otsutsuki Yi Qing for killing the 310 level ordinary Jonin in Star Shadow Village and gaining 110,000 experience points. Ding dong, congratulations to player Otsutsuki Yi Qing for upgrading level LV111. Ding dong, congratulations to player Otsutsuki Yi Qing for upgrading level. Ding dong, congratulations to player Otsutsuki Yi Qing for upgrading level LV135. Ding dong, congratulations to player Otsutsuki Yi Qing for killing Chunin for the first time and getting random B level rewards. Get 10,000 merit points. Ding dong, congratulations to the player Otsutsuki Yi Qing for killing Jonin for the first time and getting random A-level rewards. Get 100,000 merit points. World announcement. World announcement. Player Otsutsuki Yi Qing completed a special advanced task, kill Chunin for the first time and get a B-level reward. World announcement. World announcement. Player Otsutsuki Yi Qing completed a special advanced task, kill Jonin for the first time and get A-level rewards. The previous wave of discussions in the world has not ended yet. Yi Qing killed Chunin and Jonin for the first time in a row, and it was like throwing a bomb into the water, and the whole world exploded again. The first kill of Chunin and the first kill of Jonin. Could it be the ninja of Konoha, the land of fire? I don't know, there is no one in that place for dozens of miles. The news just came that Otsutsuki Yi Qing ran to the Xingyan village in the bear country. The country of bears. That particular place is hundreds of miles away from the country of fire. Extraordinary news. Extraordinary news. Otsutsuki Yi Qing singles out Xingyan village. Xingyan village, a secret base. The 3 elders rushed towards Xingyan village surrounded by more than a dozen soldiers, but when he walked halfway, he found that above Xingyan village, Yi Qing had already fought with 5 Xingyan village ninjas, and his complexion suddenly appeared changed. What is the purpose of Otsutsuki Yi Qing, dare to challenge the entire Xingyan village alone? 3 elders. What should we do? Those ninjas in the star hidden village who have the ability to fly, Jonin who are at least level 300. 5 Jonin, Otsutsuki Yi Qing is definitely not an opponent, he is looking for death. Before the words of the 3 elders fell, they saw the silhouettes of 6 paths fighting together in the sky, suddenly dispersed. Among them was a man with the appearance of a ninja in the star-hidden village. The chakra coat that had covered his whole body suddenly disappeared. Can even kill Jonin. Ruya is like the 3 elders. After seeing this situation, he blurted out the swear words, looking stupidly at the few people still fighting together in the sky, his eyes flickering, and he didn't know what he was thinking. 3 elders, shut up, wait a minute. The 3 elders immediately stopped. As expected, within a few minutes, the 5 Xingyan village ninjas who flew up to the sky to block Yi Qing, just like dumplings, fell from the sky one after another, causing countless players in Xingyan village to cry in exclamation. Hurry up and send the order, so that everyone in the bear country will come to Xingyan village. Yes, 3 elders. The sky of the bear country, I'm afraid it will change. Help. Master Xingyan, help. Woo. Suddenly, a violent breaking through the air sounded, and the Xingyan village on the hillside suddenly shot out a huge figure, looking from a distance, like a monster with several wings. This monster was like a large peacock with an open tail. Several tails rose in response to the storm, and then directly caught several figures that had fallen in the air with their tails and placed them on the ground. It's a pity that the last 3 people have been killed by the black rods turned into by Yi Qing truth-seeking ball and turned into a pile of ashes. Who are you? With a roar, I saw this huge monster suddenly raised his head and glared at Yi Qing. And following his figure, more than 30 ninjas with chakra coats all over their bodies appeared from Xingyan village, and they surrounded Yi Qing. These ninjas who can cover themselves with chakra's coat are all the Jonin in Xingnan village at this time. With the addition of the online game Tiandao, there were nearly 50 Jonin and hundreds of Chunin in Xingnan village, which was originally no more than 3 or 2 big cats and kittens. And the monster-like middle-aged man facing Yi Qing is exactly the 3rd-generation Star Shadow of Xingyan village at this time. 3rd-generation Star Shadow, hand over that meteorite. Raoer and other Star Hidden Village ninjas are immortal. Yi Qing looked at the 2 chakra pills in the heart of his hand, emitting a faint red light, and said faintly. These 2 chakra medicinal pills are exactly the chakra medicinal pills he made after he absorbed chakra from the 5-star Hidden Village ninjas before using ninjutsu absorption. According to Yi Qing's guess, these chakra medicinal pills are just the lowest level medicinal pills, and higher level medicinal pills and chakra fruits have to be made using shadowtail beasts and even the entire world's chakra. Meteor. 3rd-generation Xingyang's face changed abruptly, and the look in Yi Qing's eyes was full of vigilance. This meteorite is their biggest support for the Star Hidden Village standing in the ninja world. How can it be given to others at will? Huh. Young man, no matter who you are, you dare to kill my Xingyan village ninja and try to plot my Xingyan village treasure. Today, leave your name. Superior. With a roar from the 3rd-generation Star Shadow, more than 30 Jonin in the Xingyan village surrounding him gave out a roar, and with the help of Chakra's coat, they rushed directly towards Yi Qing. Boom 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 b. There was a series of roars. These ninjas in Xingyan village used the chakra outerwear to perform peacock magic, so they would not attack ninjutsu at any distance, but could only fight in close combat. Under the frenzied impact, there were bursts of piercing sound from the entire air, with great momentum. From a distance, like dozens of evil wolves, frantically besieging a hunter. Facing the dozens of ninjas in the Star Hidden village who rushed crazy, Yi Qing didn't have a trace of fear, but a smile of disdain appeared at the corner of his mouth. If faced with Jonin in other hidden villages, Yi Qing would be a little cautious, and may use the ability of ninjutsu absorption and ninjutsu multiplier to fight against them in guerrilla warfare. But when facing the ninjas of Xingyan village, Yi Qing didn't worry at all. These ninjas do not have long-range attack ninjutsu, and what they are good at is only the physical skills of the peacock magic method. For Yi Qing, there is no threat at all. Facing the group of Star Hidden Village ninjas rushing over, Yi Qing suddenly stretched out his hands, facing these Star Hidden Village ninjas. There was a wave of fluctuations, and the blood-red rinnegan on Yi Qing's right palm suddenly condensed. In front of him, dozens of black rods made of truth-seeking ball appeared densely, rushing towards him. Star Hidden Village ninja. Kill. The peacock trick. Rumbling. Along with the roars, I saw that all the more than 30 Jonin in Xingyan village flicked their tails behind them, and dozens of chakra tails smashed directly towards Yi Qing. From today, I want to make Xingyan village the history of this world. Drink. Shen Luo Tianzheng. With a soft drink, I saw a violent impact, suddenly centering on Yi Qing's body, rushing crazy in all directions. In the unbelievable gazes of all the surrounding players and ninjas, Yi Qing's body seemed to be surrounded by a spherical shock wave, surging crazily with an overwhelming momentum. Bump. Boom boom. Boom 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 boom. Suddenly, a series of explosions sounded like firecrackers almost at the same time. The ninjas of Star Hidden Village who launched a crazy impact towards Yi Qing were all blasted into a piece of blood mist by this impact and dissipated in the air. In addition, he deliberately used the truth-seeking ball black rod made by Rinnegan in his right hand and inserted it into the bodies of several slippery fishes, which directly turned into piles of ashes, drifting away in the wind. The 3rd-generation Star Shadow, who was still full of spirits a second ago, looked at the blood mist and ashes that was dancing in the sky and then dissipated. His eyes were so scared that his eyes were almost staring, and his eyes were extremely shocked. Who on earth are you? Ding dong, congratulations to the player Otsutsuki Yi Ching for killing the 320 level ordinary Jonin in Star Shadow Village and gaining 120,000 experience. Ding dong, congratulations to the player Otsutsuki Yi Ching for killing the 310 level ordinary Jonin in Star Shadow Village and gaining 110,000 experience points. Ding dong, congratulations to the player Otsutsuki Yi Ching for killing the 380 level ordinary Jonin in Star Shadow Village and gaining 180,000 experience points. Ding dong, congratulations to the player Otsutsuki Yi Ching for killing the 310 level ordinary Jonin in Star Shadow Village. Ding dong, congratulations to player Otsutsuki Yi Ching for upgrading level LV 136. Ding dong, congratulations to player Otsutsuki Yi Ching for upgrading level. Ding dong, congratulations to player Otsutsuki Yi Ching for upgrading level LV 155. For a long time, the clear and sweet system prompt sounded in Yi Ching's ears, but Yi Ching's heart was as calm as a pool of water. These 30-odd ninjas in the hidden villages, although speaking of level and strength, have reached the level of Jonin, but compared with the Jonin of other large hidden villages, they are not a star or a half. The master's ninjutsu only has the peacock magic method, and there is no other complementary ninjutsu assistance, and can only use the chakra outerwear to carry out physical attacks. This slow-moving attack method is no different from a target. Even if it is the star shadow in front of him, its true strength is not small compared to the Jonin of other large hidden villages, such as Hotake 5 or 5 Kai Gai Emperor Asuma and others. Not to mention, the shadows of the 5 hidden villages. Who on earth are you? Hearing Xingying's questioning, Yi Ching just glanced at him lightly and said lightly. The purpose of my trip is just to take back my things. As soon as the voice fell, Yi Ching was seen swimming in the air like a dragon, rushing directly towards the third-generation Star Shadow. Don't think the old man is afraid of you. The peacock trick. Third-generation Xingying roared, and chakra all over his body skyrocketed, and the turbulent lavender chakra formed 7 wide tails behind him, just like a small 7 tails, and directly launched a charge towards Yi Ching. Die. Boom 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 B. Accompanied by a series of violent roars, the 7 tails behind the third-generation Star Shadow turned into huge chakra waves, and they smashed their heads and faces towards Yi Ching. This kind of power is more than 10 times stronger than the power of the 30-odd Jonin in Xingyan village before, and even the air has bursts of tearing, as if the air will be torn by these 7 tails. Facing this kind of power, even Yi Ching couldn't help but take it seriously. He flicked it with one hand, and a chakra pill drew an arc and fell directly into his mouth. After completing the anti-wanted task, he received an S-level reward. The amount of chakra increased by 100%, the recovery speed increased by 100%, and the supplement of chakra medicinal pills, the amount of chakra in the body is close to Jonin. At this moment, he is like a perpetual motion machine, able to maintain an offensive state all the time. Shen Luo Tianzheng. With a roar, I saw a wave visible to the naked eye quickly centering on Yi Ching's body, rushing towards the surroundings frantically. Boom 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 B. There was another violent roar, but the 7 tails smashed by the third-generation Star and Shadow violently collided with the impact of Shenluo Tianzheng, setting off a violent vibration in the air. From a distance, the huge figure of the third-generation Star Shadow was directly fixed in the air, as if something was firmly supporting his body. What power is this? Third-generation Star Shadow's face was extremely ugly, and his pupils were protruding and bloodshot. However, no matter how he roared and struggled, he couldn't resist the increasing impact of Shenluo Tianzheng. Roll. Not far away, Yi Qing gave a secret cry, and then grabbed it hard with both hands, and another shock surged out, directly hitting the body of third-generation Star Shadow. Boom. Puff. Boom 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 B. The huge body of third-generation Star Shadow seemed to be hit hard by an invisible sledgehammer in midair, and directly shot down from midair, crashing countless houses. From a distance, in the luxuriant Xingyan village, a road of more than 100 meters long appeared directly, and the sky was full of smoke and dust. At the top of this road, there is the third-generation Star Shadow struggling with blood. Ah! It's the third-generation Star Shadow Lord. How is Master Xingying? Are the enemies in the sky so powerful? Hurry up and transfer ordinary people. The enemy is coming too fast, we don't have time to transfer ordinary people. Master Xingying, are you okay? The third team, block the enemy with me, hurry up. Master Star Shadow. Kill. Countless exclamations and shouts came from Xingyan village, and countless ordinary people fled in all directions, as if the end was coming. In the village, hundreds of ninjas from Xingyang village appeared, occupying the commanding heights of the village, and launched an attack towards Yi Qing, who was slowly drifting down. With the death of all Jonins in Xingyan village, only Chunin of Xingyan village is left who has the qualifications and power to attack Yi Qing. Retreat, you are not his opponents, go to Konoha for help. The third-generation Star Shadow, who was severely injured by Yi Qing, crawled out of the ruins and shouted loudly at the surrounding ninjas. It's a pity that these Chunin have been determined to die and have launched suicide attacks on Yi Qing one after another. Unfortunately, their attack methods are too monotonous, they can only rely on the peacock magic to form a variety of animal chakra coats, launching an impact on Yi Qing. Facing these Chunin in the Xingyan village, Yi Qing had no intention of doing anything. I saw him slowly falling down, his right hand Rinnegan moved slightly, one after another slender black rods floating in front of him, swiftly blasting towards the surrounding Xingyan village Chunin. Boom! Puff! Boom! Puff! Boom! Puff! One after another, the sound of breaking through the air and the sound of penetration sounded, and dozens of black rods were interspersed back and forth, taking away the lives of Chunin in Xingyan village, and the screams were endless. However, in a few minutes, all Chunin in Xingyan village surrounding Yi Qing was slaughtered by him, and the floor was covered with lying corpses and bright red bloodlines. Who on earth are you? As Yi Qing approached, the psychological defense of third-generation Star Shadow finally collapsed. In the entire Xingyan village, almost all Chunin and Jonin died at the hands of this mysterious boy. My name, Otsutsuki Yi Qing, is. Yi Qing smiled faintly, but did not continue to speak, but gently placed his right hand on his head. Ninjutsu absorption. Made of chakra fruit. Following Yi Qing's movements, his hands suddenly became blood red, and the two blood red Rinnegan exuded a strange light. The entire figure of the third-generation Star Shadow was actually shrouded in a blood red light, surging rapidly toward Yi Qing's right hand. A painful howl sounded from the mouth of the third-generation Star Shadow, and saw that his whole person was actually under the envelope of this blood-red light, and at a speed visible to the naked eye, Yi Qing's right-hand Rinnegan was directly sucked in. Ha 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 ha. With the absorption of the third-generation stars, Yi Qing suddenly felt a sense of being enriched by infinite power, and his whole body was extremely refreshed, as if his spirit had been greatly pleased. With the surging of this force, a blood-red spherical object was slowly forming in the heart of his left hand. Chakra fruit. A few seconds later, a chakra fruit about the size of a walnut finally appeared on the left-hand side of Yi Qing, shining with black and red, very mysterious. Chakra fruit, pseudo produced by the third-generation Star Shadow. After taking it, it can permanently increase the amount of chakra by 100%, increase the power of all ninjutsu by 100%, and increase the lifespan of 50 years. Sure enough, a single shadow is not enough to make a real chakra fruit. Even the chakra fruit formed after the Otsutsuki peach style absorption of the Otsutsuki gold style in the original plot is not as good as. Facing this situation, Yi Qing seemed to have a foresight and was not surprised. The real chakra fruit, but the sacred tree takes root on the planet, and almost has absorbed the vitality and nutrients of the entire planet, before it can grow a chakra fruit. This chakra fruit contains the vitality of a planet, which is extremely powerful, enough to increase the life and strength of countless years after consumption. Even in the original plot, Uchiha Madara performed infinite Tsukuyomi, and summoned the sacred tree to descend. After absorbing almost all the ninja chakras in the ninja world at that time, it was also worthy to give birth to a chakra fruit. And now, a star shadow that can form the appearance of a chakra fruit is considered lucky. With a very flashy figure, Yi Qing's figure soon appeared in a place similar to an ancestral hall and walked directly in. In this ancestral hall, there is a chakra stone exuding lavender light in the center. It is a meteorite from outer space. At the same time, Yi Qing also heard a series of prompts from the system. Ding dong! Congratulations to the player Otsutsuki Yi Qing for killing the third-generation Star Shadow Cage level LV-410, the leader of the Bear Country Star Hidden Village, and gaining experience points. Ding dong! Congratulations to player Otsutsuki Yi Qing for upgrading level LV-185. Ding dong! Congratulations to the player Otsutsuki Yi Qing for killing the third-generation Star Shadow Cage level LV-410, the leader of the Bear Country Star Hidden Village, and earning 1 million merit points. Ding dong! Congratulations to the player, Otsutsuki Yi Qing, for killing the third-generation Star Shadow Cage level LV-410, the leader of the Bear Country Star Hidden Village, and obtaining the A-level secret art, Peacock Magic. Peacock Magic. Secret Art, Xingyan Village's unique secret art. It can be practiced with the help of special meteorites. It can form a chakra coat similar to a tail animal coat outside of the body. It has 3 functions. 1 chakra turns into a beast for physical attacks, 2 absorbs the opponent's chakra, 3 chakra turns into wings to fly. Ding dong! Congratulations to the player Otsutsuki Yi Qing for beheading the third-generation Star Shadow Cage level LV-410, the leader of the Bear Country Star Hidden Village. This matter will be notified by the whole system. World Announcement. World Announcement. Player Otsutsuki Yi Qing killed the third-generation Star Shadow Cage level LV-410, the leader of the Bear Country Star Hidden Village, and killed Cage level for the first time, causing the world to shake. This is the first person in the world. Recorded in the Hokage Ninja World event, Celebrities Eternally. World Announcement. World Announcement. Player Otsutsuki Yi Qing killed the third-generation Star Shadow Cage level LV-410, the leader of the Bear Country Star Hidden Village, first kill Cage level. World Announcement. World Announcement. Player Otsutsuki Yi Qing killed the third-generation Star Shadow Cage level LV-410, the leader of the Bear Country Star Hidden Village, first kill Cage level. When the system announcement sounded again, the entire world channel exploded again, and players from almost all forces were discussing it. The system won't go wrong, this is the third-generation Star Shadow. It's Otsutsuki Yi Qing again. This game has only been in service for a few days, and cage-level characters can be killed so quickly. Fake it. Look at the world ranking list, Otsutsuki Erlin is already ranked 185. Did Otsutsuki Yi Qing ride a rocket? The second place Tian Luo is only level 56. Third generation Star Shadow. This seems to be a small ninja village called Xingyan Village in Bear Country. What about Little Ninja Village? As long as you bring the number 1 ninja in Shadow, your level is at least 400 or above. How can I still play this game? I can't even kill a wandering ninja. Anyone can kill cage level characters on a single bridge. This is a shadow, is it fake? Not only the ordinary players in the world, but also the high-level leaders of large powers from all over the world, after learning this news, they were scared to silence. The master had more news, and of course they knew the horror of a cage-level character, even the shadow of a small shinobu. They have high self-esteem and have distributed a lot of false news, enticing civilians to choose other countries and small hidden villages. Among the 5 hidden villages, Konoha-san Shinobi, which has the strongest strength and potential, and the other 5 hidden villages have special intelligence about blood inheritance. but it has been exclusively enjoyed by them. They also thought that in time, this unique Tiandao online game world would become their world just like the ordinary Tiandao online game world before. It is a pity that Yi Qing, who was born out of the sky, slapped them severely. Otsutsuki Yi Qing, this name, will become their nightmare. Dragon City. Yi Qing, what exactly did this kid do? It's actually stronger than the blood inheritance of the Uchiha clan we chose. I don't know, until now, there is no information on the surname Otsutsuki. Our Uchiha clan, but the strongest, must find the secret of rapid escalation. Otherwise, we will be crushed by the kid Yi Qing for the rest of our lives. Boss. I found someone to try to reselect the lives of the Otsutsuki clan, the system prompts that there is no choice. Asshole. Waste is waste. This time, even if I take the entire Dragon City in, I will kill Yi Qing. Wushuangwei. The Wushuang City in the real world. This is a huge gathering place where two huge cities are united together, surrounded by dozens of small cities. When the players in Wushuang City were killed by Yi Qing, several big guys in Wushuang City opened an emergency meeting to discuss how to deal with Otsutsuki Yi Qing that suddenly appeared in the game. Just as they were talking about it, the door was suddenly opened, and a figure rushed over. City Lord, it's not good. What's going on? Wushuang Qingcheng, also a tycoon of Wushuang City, a very imposing middle-aged man, leaned on the main seat and said with a frown. Didn't I say that nothing major happened in the game, don't come in. City Lord. Look at the game forum, the sky has changed. What? Wushuang Qingcheng's heart jumped, and he hurriedly contacted the internet tour Tiandao and entered the game forum. As soon as he entered the game forum, he saw that almost the entire page of the forum turned into a blood red, and hot posts flicked in front of him one after another. In the same way, the focus of these posts is undoubtedly the same person. Otsutsuki Yi Qing. Shock. The secret that Otsutsuki Yi Qing and third-generation Star Shadow have to tell. Big event. Otsutsuki Yi Qing killed the third-generation Star Shadow. The secret of the death of the third-generation Star Shadow. What is the identity of Otsutsuki Yi Qing? Exclusive secret news. The reason why Otsutsuki Yi Qing was able to kill the third-generation Star Shadow was because he did this. On the world situation after the death of the third-generation Star Shadow, a new round of war is bound to come. The geographical location of the Bear Country, how will the three big countries respond to this matter? The titles of these posts are more eye-catching than the other, but the content is 1,000 rules, which attracts people underneath to swear. However, the following few rigorous posts have been unanimously approved by most players. Almost every second there will be hundreds of thousands of discussions, causing Wushuang Qingcheng's face to change drastically. Xingyan village of the Kingdom of the Bear is located on the border of the Kingdom of Wind and the Kingdom of Earth. The village of Xingyan is destroyed. There will be a period of vacuum in the Kingdom of the Bear. The two big countries of the Kingdom of Wind and the Kingdom of Earth will inevitably have a war. Otsutsuki Yi Qing may have received the help of the indigenous N*PC to kill the third-generation Star Shadow. Otherwise, with his level, the defense of the third-generation Star Shadow will not be broken at all. The location of the country of fire is also very delicate. To the northwest of him, there are several small countries, such as Tu no Kuni, one of the 5 major countries, and Taki no Kuni, Kuma no Kuni, and Kus no Kuni. To the southwest, there are several small countries, such as the country of wind, one of the 5 great countries, and the country of rain, the country of birds. To the northeast, there are several small countries, such as Thunder Country and Iron Country, Uno Country, Frost Country. What's more pitiful is that there are several small countries, large and small, such as the country of water and the country of Uzumaki, to the southeast of him. In other words, as one of the 5 great nations, the country of fire is surrounded by dozens of countries, and many of them have feuds with the country of fire. This situation has also caused the Konoha Shinobi village, the country of fire, to face the dilemma of 2-line or even 3-line combat when conflicts with surrounding countries. In other words, no matter which country's ninja village is in the vicinity of fire country, a war will definitely affect them. As long as there is a war between the two countries because of the Bear Country, it will definitely affect the Fire Country. By then, the plot mission of the Third Ninja World War will definitely start. Looking at the densely packed posts almost covering the entire forum, Wushwang Qingcheng suddenly felt a tremor all over his body, and his eyes suddenly became blood red. If the Ninja World War really starts, this is the best chance to kill Otsutsuki Yi Ching. Under these posts, more are the shocks and doubts of ordinary players about Otsutsuki Yi Ching. Opening the Ninja World War. What a joke. This game has only been in service for a few days, how could such a big war happen? Yes. If the game wants to make such a wide range of plot changes, it must wait until the players' levels are up before proceeding. At least wait for us to reach level 100 and become Genin. What's special? I heard our boss say that Genin was cannon fodder in the Ninja World War, then aren't we even cannon fodder? And Otsutsuki Yi Ching, how did he level up? I'm level 185, and I'm only level 45. Online game Tiandao's Pro Sun. Who knows where Otsutsuki Yi Ching is going to do things at this time? Big news. Big news. The real-world identity of the Tiandao online game, Hokage Ninja, Otsutsuki Yi Ching has been confirmed. Yi Ching, the young master of Mingxin Group. The young master of the Mingxin Group. What's the matter with that playboy? I heard that he is more diligent in changing girlfriends than drinking water. Many teenage stars in the entertainment industry have been ruined by him. I heard that he did a Ms. 18 girl group some time ago. The 18 girls in it are all goddesses. The playboy didn't die on his sister's belly. Wow. It turned out to be Yi Ching's husband, no wonder it's so powerful. My husband Yi Ching, I will go to Mingxin City to find you. As soon as this news is released, Mingxencheng will be in trouble. Countless replies almost filled the entire post, and the people who watched it were dazzled. However, things on the forum did not affect the operation of the game. Hokage World, somewhere in the country of ghosts. Dozens of people in black walked out of the dark cave, leaving behind them a pile of monster corpses, as well as garbage equipment everywhere. If other ordinary players see these equipment, there will definitely be a battle to compete for these equipment. Unfortunately, in the hands of these people in black, these equipment seemed to be rubbish, and they didn't even pay attention to it. At this moment, the man in black at the back was taken aback for a moment, and then quickly walked to the front and said respectfully to the leader. Boss, there is news from the people in Longcheng that they are willing to pay 1 billion Chinese coins to buy the head of Yi Ching, the young master of the Mingxin Group. As soon as the voice fell, the breathing of the people in black around them increased significantly. This is 1 billion Chinese coins. Unexpectedly, the leading man in black was not surprised by such a large amount of 1 billion China coins, and said lightly. Reject them. Yes, boss. A group of idiots, in the future Tiandao online game world, but the flesh enters together, the real world money has lost its effect. If the order continues, everyone in Tianluodi.com will all shift their development focus to the Tiandao online game Hokage Ninja World. Yes. The land of wind, Sunagakur. This is a hidden village located in the desert. There is a solid high stone wall outside the village to protect the village from wind and sand. The wind and sand are roaring and the sun is exposed to the sun. It is so hot all year round, and it is hard to see green plants in the whole village. The special geographical location creates a special ninja system. The ninjas belonging to Sunagakur are mostly good at wind style and fire style ninjutsu, as well as the unique poisoning techniques in the desert and the secret skills unique to Sunagakur. Puppetry. Among the 5 big countries, the land of the wind is the largest. Although there are not many ninjas in Sunagakur, all of them are elites, and they are very powerful. In addition, Sunagakur also has a secret army, which are all ninjas who are good at manipulating puppets, led by the genius puppet master in Sunagakur, Chio. Report. A harsh sound suddenly rang in front of the Sunagakur Fungying office, and the door was quickly opened, revealing the true content inside. I saw 4th Kage Luasha Sunagakur puppet troops commanding Chiandai Elder Ebizo and several people were discussing the military situation. On the large sand table, the forces and spheres of influence of the hidden villages are densely marked, which is very complicated. What happened? At this time, Luo Sha is in the prime of life, strong, and she is superb with wind style ninjutsu. In addition, he also possesses magnet style, blood succession boundary, and a veteran, which is very powerful. If he is fighting in the desert or next door environment, his strength will be stronger by a few points. Report to your majesty the seal. The secret agent of the Bear Country has heard that the third-generation star shadow of Xingyan Village was assassinated by a strange boy, and many ninjas in Xingyan Village have also died. What? The third-generation star shadow was assassinated. Is the news true? Luo Sha's eyes lit up and asked quickly. It's true. Our troops have checked the ninja several times, and at least tens of thousands of people have seen it with their own eyes. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it. The ninja said decisively, without hesitation. Very good. Luo Sha stood up abruptly and said excitedly. Opportunity. This is an opportunity, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Chio Ebizo, we were still discussing how to send troops before. Star Shadow died, isn't it a good opportunity to send troops? Bear Country Star Hidden Village. It seems to be an ally with Konoha. If this is the case, it is indeed a good time to send troops. On the other side, Chio also nodded slowly and spoke. The country of the bear is a barrier between our country and the country of the earth. I don't know the country of the earth. Ebizo was not as confident as Luasha and Chio, but said worriedly. The land of the earth. They have been shutting down the country and rarely communicate with the outside world. Luo Sha looked at the sand table and murmured. No matter what, this is a good opportunity to send troops, we must not just waste it. Send Baki. Yes. In the battle between Sand Shinobi and Konoha a few years ago, Sand Shinobi was defeated, and the Wind Country daimyo signed the defeat agreement and treaty. Sunagakur is not too important to Sunagakur. The continuous reduction of Sunagakur's funding and investment has made Sunagakur's material supply decrease year by year. Even, some commissioned tasks were handed over to Konohagakure, which made Sunagakur's life even more difficult. No way. When third Kazekage disappeared for no reason and Luasha became fourth Kazekage, she also used her own secret technique to collect dust in the desert as a village expense. A movie would worry about money, and Luasha is also one of the 5 hidden villages. In order to get rid of this predicament, Luasha and the high-level officials in the village have been seeking a breakthrough, with the intention of starting a war, gaining resources in the war, or consuming the hidden danger of the village. And they originally wanted to use third Kazekage's unexplained disappearance as an excuse to launch a war against other powers. But now, the disappearance of the third-generation star shadow of the Bear Country Star Hidden Village gives them a better choice. The Country of Fire, Konoha. Sarutobi Hiruzen glanced at the pipe in his hand, looked away from the scroll, looked at Konoha Anbu who was half kneeling at the table, and asked. Is this information accurate? Master Hokage, it is true. After Hokage's order was issued, we received the place where Otsutsuki Yiching appeared. However, when we arrived, including the village, all areas within a radius of tens of miles were razed to the ground, and no one was alive. Hearing the return of Anbu Ninja, Sarutobi Hiruzen's face instantly became a little serious, and he muttered. Otsutsuki Yiching. Danzo, what kind of existence did you provoke Konoha? Report, Hokage-sama, there is news of the Bear Country from the lurking ninja. At this time, another Anbu ninja suddenly appeared, half kneeling in front of Sarutobi Hiruzen. The country of bears. Sarutobi Hiruzen's eyes showed a hint of confusion, and he waved his hand to signal the two to stand up, and asked. What happened to the country of the bear? Although that country is an ally with us, it is separated by several countries. Before Sarutobi Hiruzen finished speaking, he was interrupted by the anxious Anbu ninja below. Master Hokage, the third-generation star shadow of Xingyan Village, was killed by Otsutsuki Yiching. What? Boom. There was a soft noise, and Sarutobi Hiruzen stood up abruptly, a silent breath rushed out of him, and a gust of wind blew on the flat ground. Otsutsuki Yiching. Isn't it still in the land of my fire country? How come I went to the country of bears so quickly? Sarutobi Hiruzen grabbed the first piece of information and asked irritably. Back to Master Hokage, it is true that at least tens of thousands of civilians and ninjas in Xingyan Village have seen Yiching and Xingyan Village's third-generation Star Wars. Not only Master Xingyang, but even Jonan Chunin from Xingyan Village is dead. Xingyan Village has been destroyed. Sarutobi Hiruzen yelled, a rare trace of anger and worry appeared in his eyes, and murmured. The third-generation Star Shadow was killed. In this eventful autumn, the world of ninja will definitely change drastically. Sarutobi Hiruzen turned around and walked out of the window, looking at Konohagakure outside the window, with more and more worry in his eyes. The scars of the Second Ninja World War have not healed yet. Is it about to produce a new round of war? Otsutsuki Yi Ching, who are you? Pass the order. Let Shimura Danzo Udatain Kaharu Mitokado Homura and Orochimaru come to Hokage's office. Yes, Master Hokage. This chakra breath is really Ten Tails chakra. In the ancestral hall of Xingyan village, Yi Ching looked at the deep purple meteorite in his hand, carefully sensed the breath on it, and muttered. When he took the meteorite in his hand, he saw chakra pervading the meteorite, turning into a smog-like breath, sneaking into Yi Ching's body and then disappearing. Hey, this kind of chakra seems to be able to be absorbed directly in me. Feeling the breath coming from the meteorite on his hand, the chakra in Yi Ching suddenly moved, and merged with the chakra emitted by the meteorite in his hand, slowly growing. The chakra of Ten Tails is the special energy produced by the sacred tree thousands of years ago after absorbing most of the life energy of this planet, and it is born with powerful power. And as a member of the Otsutsuki clan, I happen to be able to absorb this energy. The sacred tree was planted by the people of the Otsutsuki clan, and came to absorb the energy of the planet. The fruit it produced was a great tonic for the Otsutsuki clan. But this kind of thing is suitable for the physique of the Otsutsuki clan. Once ordinary humans come into contact, they will be assimilated by the sacred tree and become a puppet controlled by the sacred tree. Or, be sucked directly by the sacred tree. It's not just this meteorite, even if the real Ten Tails stand in front of me, it's just a pet. Yi Ching thought of this in his heart, and saw that the movements in his hands were happier, and a violent suction suddenly poured out from his hands, rushing towards the meteorite. A shocking thing happened. I saw that with Yi Ching's movements, the chakra on the meteorite in his hand dissipated at a speed visible to the naked eye and was absorbed by him. However, in more than 10 seconds, the chakra on this meteorite has been completely absorbed, leaving only a cratered meteorite. After the last breath of chakra disappeared into Yi Ching's hands, he heard the system prompt again. Ding dong, congratulations to the player Otsutsuki Yi Ching for absorbing the special chakra and increasing his own chakra by 100%. After killing the third generation Star Shadow, there are still 1 million merit points. Looking at the merit value of 1 million points on the personal attribute panel, Yi Ching fell into contemplation. Space crossing already has LV3 level, it can be used 3 times within 24 hours, it is enough. In the original plot, Third Cage disappeared a few years ago and became the fuse that triggered the Third Ninja War. Now, I kill the third generation Star Shadow, which is bound to attract the attention of several hidden villages. The Third Ninja the World War is imminent. The Third Ninja War, by then, Uchiha Madara will hide in the dark and develop Uchiha Obito into his own agent. In the future, the Akatsuki organization will also become a tragic organization as Obito enters the darkness. Quote. This plot is bound to undergo a lot of changes because of the influx of tens of billions of players. I have a hunch that the Third Ninja World War is coming. In this case, this 1 million merit value should be used on the blade system. I want to consume merit points to improve skills. Ding dong, in the consumption of merit points, the A-level skill Canine Feeding Key Life upgrade. Ding dong, in the consumption of merit points, the A-level skill Yanchi upgrades. Ding dong, in the cost of merit, the A-level skill Ape Rock is upgraded. Ding dong, the player Otsutsuki Yi Ching is detected. A level skill, Dog Feeding Key Life, level a skill, Yan Bird level a skill, Ape Rock, is upgraded to level 55-5, triggering a special skill, 5 Elements Rotation. 5 Elements Rotation LV5S level skills, unique skills for the player Otsutsuki Yi Ching, can use the 5 attributes Chakra Nature Transformation and Yin and Yang attributes Chakra, freely combine the 5 attributes Chakra, and summon Chakra creatures with different fusion attributes. Ding dong, among the merits consumed, the S-level skills and the 5 elements are upgraded in rotation, level 55-6. When the millions of merits were consumed, Yi Ching's 3 A-level skills, Dog Feeding Key Life Ape, Yan Bird, disappeared, and replaced by an S-level skill, 5 Elements Rotation. Coupled with the S and rewards obtained during the anti-wanted mission, as well as the increase in the personal attributes of the Chakra Meteorite, his strength at this time is enough to crush any player. At this time, his personal attribute panel has undergone earth-shaking changes. Name: Otsutsuki Yi Ching. Faction: Neutral Faction. Grade: LV 185. Age: 15 years old. Strength: Elite Genin. Physique: 125,000. Spirit: 100,000. Chakra: 150,000. Chakra attributes: Wind, Fire, Water, Thunder, Earth, Yin and Yang. Blood Succession Boundary, Byakugan Rinnegan. Skill 1, Space Travel LV3 consumes a lot of chakra to open a cave in the air. This technique can be used to attack and shorten the distance of long-range ninjutsu to disrupt the assault opponent, and it can also be used to evade and escape in a crisis without the need to seal. Skill 2, Time Freeze LV1 consumes a lot of chakra, can freeze time within a certain range. Any material life will be in a static state. Chakra is not enough to be used. Skill 3, Hold Body Technique LV1 consumes a lot of chakra, can make the target body still, unable to move. Chakra is not enough to be used. Skill 4, Levitation LV1 continuously consumes chakra, can float in the air. Skill 5, 5 Elements Rotation LV5 S-level skill, unique skill of the player Otsutsuki Yi Ching, can use the 5 attributes Chakra Nature Transformation and Yin-Yang Attribute Chakra, freely combine the 5 attributes chakra, and summon chakra creatures with different fusion attributes. Special Ability 1, Byakugan. With a 360-degree angle of view, you can observe the flow of chakra around 1 kilometer away, insight into and see through objects, as well as the chakra flow of nerves, channels, and acupoints in the living body. Special Ability 2, Ninjutsu Absorption, Right-Hand Rinnegan ability, can absorb all ninjutsu and chakra, and store it in the body. Special Ability 3, Ninjutsu times the reverse, Left-Handed Rinnegan ability, can increase the power of the absorbed ninjutsu, and counterattack back. The power is far beyond the previous ninjutsu. Special Ability 4, Chakra Fruit Creation. It can turn the absorbed chakra into fruit and pill, which can restore and enhance its own strength and lifespan after taking it. Special Ability 5, Yin and Yang Escape. You can create weapons of any shape to seal the acupuncture points and chakra, and invalidate the chakra. So, the next step is the Xingying office in Xingyan village. The figure flashed, and Yi Ching's figure came out of the ancestral hall of Xingyan village and rushed directly towards the tallest building in the entire village. That direction happened to be the office of 3rd generation I-Star Shadow, the highest leader of Xingyan village. Along the way, because of the death of the 3rd generation Star Shadow and the death of most of Jonin and Chunin, the entire Xingyan village has no leaders and is very chaotic. Player N*PC, people with ulterior motives, speculators, rebels and even spies from other villages, all wander in this village, trying to obtain a lot of benefits. Especially certain player organizations rushed towards the major buildings in the village, intending to take the lead in occupying these places. For these, Yi Ching didn't care at all, and walked directly into the Xingying office in Xingyan village. Ding dong, congratulations to the player Otsutsuki Yi Ching for killing the 3rd generation Star Shadow of the Bear Country Star Hidden Village, and at the same time killing more than 50% of the ninjas in the Star Hidden Village. To achieve the conditions for occupying the Hidden Village, please choose the purpose of occupation. Purpose 1. Occupy. After the player Otsutsuki Yi Ching occupies the Star Hidden Village, he will become the leader of the Star Hidden Village. Players can be recruited to form a new hidden village, and the Lord mode will be activated. Lord mode. After transforming into the Lord mode, players can build the original Star Hidden Village into a new hidden village, and can build special buildings to recruit wandering ninjas, join the battle of the ninja world, and fight for hegemony. Objective 2. Destroy. After the player Otsutsuki Yi Ching destroys the Star Hidden Village, the Star Hidden Village will become an ordinary village. The special buildings in the village cannot be used, but the player will get a lot of experience and item rewards. Objective 3. Abandonment. After the player Otsutsuki Yi Ching chooses to abandon the Star Hidden Village, the Star Hidden Village will become an ownerless hidden village. All hidden village forces and player forces can compete. After the battle is successful, they can become a new hidden village. Lord of the Village. Seeing these line of system prompts, Yi Ching fell into a brief contemplation. There are actually 3 options. After occupying the Star Hidden Village, the Lord mode will be activated to fight for hegemony in the ninja world. This should be the same as the previous development type Lord construction game. This model allows me to obtain a lot of resources in a short time, and even recruit the rebellious forbearance in the original plot, increase my strength, and then develop my power to swallow the 5 hidden villages. I believe that with my strength and foresight of the plot, it is not difficult to dominate the ninja world. Unfortunately, this is not what I want. My only main quest is to obtain the fruits of the sacred tree. By then, the entire world of online games will be mine. What is the use of dominating the ninja world? Completing this only main task is equivalent to becoming a game manager. By then, regardless of whether you are the god of the ninja world or the god of creation, I can kill it at any time. Thinking about this, Yi Qing's eyes became brighter, and he directly clicked on the second option. System, I choose to destroy Xingyan village. As soon as he finished speaking, he heard a series of system prompts in his ear. Ding dong, the player Otsutsuki Yi Qing chose to destroy the Star Hidden Village, the order is confirmed. Confirm. Ding dong, all the special buildings in Xingyan Village, Xingyang Office Anbu Base Medical Institution Detection and Monitoring Room Ninja Animal Breeding Room. Destroy missions. Diddy. Warning. Warning. All special buildings in Xingyan Village are about to be destroyed. Boom. 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 With the prompt sound of this sound system, Yi Qing seemed to hear a low roar, endlessly. I saw the Xingyan Village office where he was standing, as if it suddenly lost its luster, and a few cool breeze blew outside the window, which was very cool. At this moment, Yi Qing knew that Xingyan Village had become a historical term. After a full 10 seconds, another wave of system prompts came over again. Ding dong, the Bear Country Star Hidden Village has been completely destroyed, and you have gained 1 million experience points. Ding dong, congratulations to player Otsutsuki Yi Qing for upgrading. Level. LV 186. Ding dong, congratulations to player Otsutsuki Yi Qing for upgrading. Ding dong, congratulations to player Otsutsuki Yi Qing for upgrading. Level. LV 199. Ding dong, the Bear Country Star Hidden Village has been completely destroyed, and you have gained 1 million merit points. Ding dong, it is detected that the player Otsutsuki Yi Qing completely destroyed the Xingyan Village and received an S-level random reward. Ding dong, congratulations on getting S-rank ninjutsu, universal pull. Ding dong, it is detected that Xingyan Village has been completely destroyed, and you have gained 1 million taels of money. Universal pull. Is it the ninjutsu corresponding to Shinra Tianzhong? Listening to the prompt sound of the system, Yi Qing's eyes showed a trace of excitement. System, I want to learn S technique. Universal pull. Universal pull, a special skill. Players need to have a special blood to follow the limit Rinnegan to learn. After successful learning, they will focus on themselves and produce a special ninjutsu that has a strong attraction to the specified target. The caster can freely decide the target that this technique attracts. And the strength of gravity. In addition, this technique does not only attract opponents to one side. If necessary, this technique can also move the designated object to other places according to your own wishes. Ding dong, it is detected that the player Otsutsuki Yi Qing owns Rinnegan, and the conditions for learning this skill are met, and the learning is successful. Universal pull. With a soft drink, Yi Qing stretched out his right hand and grabbed it towards the front. The Xingyang desk weighing nearly 100 jin seemed to be grabbed by an invisible big hand and moved slowly towards him. Behind the table, Yi Qing's eyes became more and more mad. Xingyan Village was destroyed, and then, while Yi Qing was making a series of actions in the office of Xingyan Village, a dozen people suddenly walked into Xingyan Village, and hundreds of players were clustered around him. The three elders, Otsutsuki Yi Qing just went to the ancestral hall. This will be in the Xingyang office. As soon as the lead old man walked in, some players immediately walked up to report to him. The ancestral hall. It seems that the meteorite really fell into his hands. Go. Let's go to the Xingyang office. Hope that Otsutsuki Yi Qing doesn't know the Lord mode, or we can buy Xingyan Village from him for a big price. With the Xingyan Village in hand, we will be able to get a head start in the next Third Ninja World War. When the third elder and others were about to walk towards the Star Shadow office, there was a harsh world announcement in their ears. World announcement. World announcement. Player Otsutsuki Yi Ching destroyed the Star Hidden Village. Since then, the Star Hidden Village has disappeared. All players who choose the Star Hidden Village camp will become wandering ninjas and can choose other camps to join. World announcement. World announcement. In the hinterland of Konoha, Namikaze Minato led a dozen ninjas, rushing towards the border together. In addition to these people, Konoha also summoned hundreds of players to prepare to go to the border. These ninjas are all Konoha's elite ninjas, and the youngest is also the elite Chunin. Anyone can kill hundreds of players. But at this time, the faces of these ninjas were extremely stern, and they shuttled through the dense forest at a very fast speed, rushing to the northwest of Konoha. There is a buffer zone between them and the forces of the Kingdom of Wind. The border of the Country of Wind and the border of the Country of Fire are not connected. There are still several small countries as buffer zones between the two big countries, such as the Country of the River, and the Country of the Rain. While rushing, Namikaze Minato clutched his almost recovered abdominal wound, and couldn't help but recall the conversation between 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen and himself a few days ago. Minato, this time the Bear Country Star Hidden Village is destroyed, Sand Shinobi and Rock Shinobi are bound to make big moves. The goal of your trip is to lead a group of ninjas to station around Kikyo Mountain. Mount Kikyo is the most important junction between our Country of Fire and the Country of Wind. It must not fall into the hands of Sand Shinobi. If Mount Kikyo is broken, then Sand Shinobi can drive straight in and enter the hinterland of our Country of Fire. At that time, Konoha will fall into a passive situation. Yes, Master Hokage. And Sarutobi Hiruzen stared at the material on his hand and said, Otsutsuki Yi Ching is very mysterious and strong. At this time, he is very likely to still wander within the sight of those small countries. If necessary, I hope you can follow him again and collect as much information as possible. I will send Hyuga Hazashi, and then lead a part of the Hyuga clan to follow you. I have a hunch that Shingyan village is only his first target. Maybe, his target happens to be all the villages. Hearing what Sarutobi Hiruzen said, Namikaze Minato was a little surprised. You know, the old man in front of him is Sarutobi Hiruzen, who is known as the Doctor of Ninja World, who has been in power for more than 20 years and is strong. Nothing has made him so nervous. But now, a person's name has attracted so much attention from Sarutobi Hiruzen. Woo! Whizzing. In the dense forest, hundreds of figures flashed past, and the headed Namikaze Minato suddenly put his right hand on his abdomen. When the boy with silver hair and jade eyes appeared in his mind, the wound that had healed was actually a little bit painful. Minato. At this time, a figure was shot out suddenly from behind, and it directly caught up with Namikaze Minato at the front, causing the whole formation to stop quickly and hide in a hidden place around it. The person who came was the other commander of this operation, Hyuga Hazashi. What's wrong, Hazashi? Namikaze Minato asked strangely, standing on a big tree. There seems to be someone ahead. At this moment, Hyuga Hazashi's eyes condensed, with a large number of blood vessels protruding around the pupils, and said in a condensed voice facing the direction of 10 o'clock ahead. Someone is in ambush. Namikaze Minato's eyes changed, and he said, Who, is Sunagaku's ninja? No, they don't have a forehead protector on them, but there are so many people, they seem to be wandering ninjas. As soon as Namikaze Minato and the others stopped, they ambushed a large number of players in the dense forest a few miles away, and suddenly made a series of comments. Especially the heads of a few people, their faces changed slightly. How did they stop? Did they find us? The headed old man frowned and murmured. I don't know. Konoha's Hyuga family has a special blood succession boundary by Akugan, which can be seen several kilometers away, so I don't recommend choosing Konoha as the target of the attack. Another old man said. His tone was very bad. Forget it, it's already here, you must never give up easily. Yes, we got the news that the reason why Otsutsuki Yi Ching is so powerful is because he killed an indigenous ninja and gained his inheritance. As long as we can kill these Konoha ninjas, we can get all the ninjutsu equipment on them, and the level will keep up with Otsutsuki Yi Ching in a short time. Yes. For this siege, we almost summoned all of our subordinates, even if all of these people died, as long as we can kill Otsutsuki Yi Ching, it is worth it. They are coming. Kill. No matter who they are, so many of us, biting them will kill them. Go. Kill. Explosive equipment blasts ninjutsu. Kill. With the roar of the first few people, there were almost 50,000 or 60,000 players in ambush here, all rushed out of the dense forest and killed them toward Namikaze Minato and others. Enemy attack. Enemy attack. At this time, not to mention Hyuga Hazashi and Namikaze Minato, the other Konoha shinobi also found these people, and their expressions changed a little. These people are wandering ninjas who are not even genin. Are they going to commit suicide? A lot of people. When did so many people appear at the Konoha border? Kill them all. We still have a task, don't delay time here. Namikaze Minato just waved his hand slightly, and the dozens of Konoha jonin hidden around all stuck out, turned into black shadows, and shot directly at those players. They are coming. Kill. Fire style great fireball technique. Wind style wild wind technique. Water style water wave technique. Lightning style. Tens of thousands of players performed ninjutsu together, and in an instant they saw countless fireballs and gale flows appearing in front of them, blasting toward Konoha's ninja like a torrential rain. In the face of this large number of low-level ninjutsu, the faces of the few Konoha shinobi did not change, but there was a hint of disdain in their eyes. I saw a Konoha jonin flashing down the mountain, appearing directly in front of these players, with both hands just completing a ninjutsu at this time. Earth-style earth formation wall. Boom. A loud noise came, and in the unbelievable eyes of countless players, a huge wall of soil 3 meters thick and tens of meters high broke through directly from the ground, completely blocking the group of ninjutsu. Boom. Puff. Countless noisy sounds sounded, and I saw these tens of thousands of ninjutsu hit the dirt wall, but tens of thousands of water splashes were splashed on the surface, not even a layer of skin on the surface. Fire-style Phoenix fire technique. There was another cold shout, and I saw another figure of Konoha jonin appeared on the dirt wall of Gundam, and dozens of basketball-sized fireballs burst out of this jonin's mouth and fell towards the players. Boom. Boom. There was another violent roar, and I saw these dozen fireballs directly smashed down, just like a dozen high-explosive bombs, which directly produced a dozen violent fireballs, and drowned the group of players. 10 minutes later, the entire battlefield has calmed down. At first glance, I saw that this large area of dense forest had become a piece of white ground, with pits and pits everywhere, and thick smoke billowing into the sky. Players' corpses were everywhere, and fragments of limbs were everywhere, and even the ground was soaked in blood. In this place like a Shura field, dozens of Konoha jonin stood proudly, panting lightly. The foreheads of a few people did not even sweat, and they appeared very clear. Let's go. There was a faint voice. Namikaze Minato and Hyuga Hazashi didn't even look at the dead bodies, and they still rushed towards the border. And Konoha jonin who had just gone through a unilateral slaughter, as if nothing had happened, showed their bodies and followed them closely. At this time, the tens of thousands of players who were easily tortured and killed by these jonin are about to explode. More than 50,000 of us were killed by a dozen Konoha jonin. Crush. Jonin is so strong. These jonin can kill so many of us. How strong is Otsutsuki Yi Ching, actually killing millions of players? Has Otsutsuki Yi Ching's strength reached Kage level? The level of Otsutsuki Yi Ching is almost 200. How to play this game? Which idiot revealed the news that killing jonin can inherit all the strength of that jonin? How to play this game? The Hokage order is still valid. Where did Otsutsuki Yi Ching go? Do not know. Numerous voices of discussion appeared on the World Channel. The name Otsutsuki Yi Ching is also known as the center of the world's discussion, which has attracted more people's envy. In the real world, the soldiers of almost the entire military area of a certain military area appeared out of thin air, falling from mid-air, and many people were still yelling, as if they were in endless panic for the last second. Head Chief, are you okay? In a certain military camp, a few elderly people appeared out of thin air, and the surrounding soldiers rushed to support him, and asked cautiously. Everyone physically enters Tiandao online games, although they can experience the game in real life, but whenever the player dies, the mental trauma to the player is inevitable. Therefore, this kind of dying fear is also a great test for players. We're all right. The headed old man panted wildly, pushed the people around him away, and said lightly. Send a message to the Presbyterian Church, saying that we have failed. Yes. There are more than 50,000 elite soldiers, and the elite can't kill even more than a dozen Jonin. It seems that the power of the rules of Tiandao online games is even stronger. An old man next to him sighed secretly and said helplessly. More than 50,000 of us can't kill more than a dozen Jonin. How did that Otsutsuki Yi Qing do? Not only kill a million players, but even the shadows of Xingyan village can kill. A tall, flushed old man said bitterly, not caring about the ugly faces of those around him. I don't know, these trees should be left to the elders to investigate. I heard that Otsutsuki Yi Qing is the young master of Mingxin City, maybe we can start from this aspect. Mingxin City. The headed elder frowned and said, these cities, although they obey the call of the Presbyterian Church on the surface, have essentially become a country within a country. It is not easy to grab food from them. Otsutsuki Yi Qing, where are you? When people all over the world were looking for Yi Qing, his figure slowly appeared in a dense forest full of damp air. As soon as it landed, there was a deafening roar in my ears. Looking from a distance, I saw huge rivers falling from hundreds of meters high mountain peaks, forming a series of incomparably magnificent waterfalls. From a distance, these waterfalls look like the Milky Way hanging upright in the sky, very magnificent. The dense forest here is full of water and mist, even the land on the soles of the feet is wet, and it is full of stagnant water when one foot is stepped on. Under the sun in the distance, a lot of light is reflected in the air, which is very gorgeous. In addition, the dense forest in the distance, there are a large number of shadowy figures of players, it is very lively. This is located at the junction of the country of fire and the country of land, the country of Taki. In addition to the country of fire and the country of soil, it also borders the country of rain and the country of iron, and is almost surrounded by these four countries. However, the terrain of Takinokuni is very high, and there are countless waterfalls in the country. The huge waterfalls block the invasion of other countries, making Takinokuni seldom subject to outside aggression. And in this country, among the largest waterfalls in this country, hides the only shinobu village in Takinokuni, Takinoki Village. In the original plot, Takinoki Village is rarely described, but it is strong enough to be located behind the 5 hidden villages and Rain Shinobi Village. The reason is that in addition to a Super S-rank rebel Kakuzu, there is 7 Tails Chome in Takigakura Village. You know, in the original plot, first Hokage Senju Hashirama once divided the 9 big-tailed beasts into several big hidden villages in order to balance the strength of the big hidden villages. In addition to Sunagakur owning 1 tail Shuhei, and first Kazekage was too arrogant at that time, thinking that Sunagakur did not need tail beasts, and the other large hidden villages accepted Senju Hashirama's gift. Among them, the most powerful 9 tails was left to Konoha himself. 2-tailed cat and 8-tails Gyuki were given to Cloud Shinobi Village in Thunder Country. 3 tails Isofu gave it to Kurigakure, the country of water. 4 tails Kokuo and 5 tails Monkey King were given to Iwagakure, the country of soil. The reason for this distribution is that in addition to balancing the strength of these hidden villages, the most important point is that the ninjas of these hidden villages have the power to suppress the beast. Otherwise, without suppressing the shadow or other ninjas of the beast, the entire hidden village will be destroyed by the beast. In addition to these 9 big-tailed beasts, there is only 7 tails, which is distributed to hidden villages other than the 5 hidden villages, and that is Taki Hidden Village. At that time, since the Takigakura village had the ability to suppress the runaway 7 tails Chome, it was only slightly weaker than the 5 hidden villages. Unfortunately, because of one person, the strength of the entire Takigakura village was greatly reduced, and it has not recovered for decades. This person is Kakuzu. Thanks for watching, please subscribe and support our channel.